Well, hello there, everybody. How are we getting on? I'm working, yes, everything's up and running. Yeah, nice to have everything going first try. Yeah, today we're going to play some GTA 4. I would say tonight we're going to play some GTA, Jeremy, Gran Turismo 4. Because I fancy taking this new wheel for a spin. I got a new racing wheel, eventually. I was talking about it last time I was doing that Forza Horizon stream. But I finally invested in one, Thrustmaster T300 RS GT edition, which means nothing but you can fit it into a PlayStation, and it has a clutch pedal, which is handy. But I couldn't think of a better game than, or at least a game I wanted to play more than the old Gran Turismo 4, and I found out it actually has force feedback feature, which is great for the wheel that I have and stuff. So yeah, I spent about half a day getting everything set up. I've updated the emulator, so it has shaders and stuff like that as well built into it, so the game is going to look very pretty as well. Hold on, that background music is just a little bit too loud on the old earlobes. There we go. But yeah, so the game is actually looking almost as good as I remembered. It's been years since I played it, but we'll take it for a spin shortly. I'll catch up there and see what's going on with you here. We got Irish Lover in chat. How you doing, lad? The Nameless Ghoul in chat as well. How's it going, boys? How you getting on? Why was everybody saying balls all of a shot? We got Underground saying Pringles. Sickton in chat there as well. Drinking Eardinger, whatever that is. I don't know what drink that is at all. What did we get there? Nameless Ghoul has become a member for 2 months. Absolute legend, and says this is also a thing apparently. Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah, that's it. I've it all set up there now. Wouldn't want anybody missing out on some praise, you know. So I've it all set up. I need to figure out how to get the merch one going. I know it's rare people would buy merch in general, but just even when I'm on the stream, it's rare it's happened, so I don't really need it. But I don't know if that can be set up. But yeah, thanks for 2 months. 2 months, lad. Welcome back. We'll actually have a new video going up for you either tonight or tomorrow. It's not a main animated video. It's stream highlights from the Payday 2 stream we did a few weeks ago. But it's turned out very funny. I just got it back from the editor and I've done some tweaks with it today, so should be good to go with that. Come later tonight. Just need to add credits and do final touches on it. But then the end of the week I'll be releasing the next Cashier Chronicles. Some of you will be happy to know. Plus 100 social credit points, IDI says. And Nameless School, yeah, I think merch has an option for notification. It does, yeah. It's just, again, one of them things that happen so rarely. I'll maybe set it up for the next stream. We'll see. I think once it's linked through the merch shelf on the channel, it probably works automatically, but we'll find out. It's my mic peaking there. It just sounds a bit horrid in my ears. Maybe it's not. See, I knew your IRL, you owe me a $5 for a spice bag back in 2008. That's an absolute lie. I didn't know spice bags existed until I met my missus, and I was what? Oh fuck, I went 8-9 years ago. Yeah, that doesn't line up, around 2012. So yeah, to someone else you owe for a spice bag, I might owe you for a 4-on-1 there, an old curry or something. Happy Christmas to you, Ducky, says Irish Lover. Happy Christmas to you too, lad. Welcome to the stream. I hope to have some fun with y'all tonight. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to show you, because some people have asked me about my setup. I have a picture of it on my Instagram, but I rarely show it off to everyone. But this is my setup, this is my wheel now. It's very jank at the moment. It's not one of these like cockpit fucking setups I see other YouTubers have, because my house simply doesn't have the space, because it's a fucking European house and there's no space anywhere. But it's pretty much my setup right there. So as you can see, yes, everything is RGB. I'm one of those people. I own it. I like me some flashing lights, okay? I'm like a swallow. I'm just dazzled by shiny lights and it makes me happy. But yeah, that's my stream setup. We have in the middle there's the wheel, the Thrustmaster T300 RS, which feels fucking fantastic. I played a bit of like Forza and other games with it already, and just force feedback just makes you so much. Well, it doesn't necessarily make you a better driver, but it's nice to like feel the road and stuff under your hands, so to speak. But you can really have a better idea of how to control the car and where it's on the road, and when you lose grip, when you feel the back end step out of the car and stuff like that, it's real handy. But yeah, that's the setup. I'm gonna go back there now. Out of fear people click onto the stream and think I'm actually gone fucking live showing my face and I just walked out the room. You're like, oh fuck, when he's going back. I should just do that to troll people. Just wreck heads. That's my only mission in life. Any crack for VR chat later? No, I won't be on the VR chat later now. I thought I'd just do a couple of hours now on a bit of Gran Turismo 4 and have a nice chill evening for myself. I don't want to be going mad. See, I'm not drinking again. I'm continuing my diet. I've drank once in the last like 6 weeks, and that was just because I needed to, or I was actually going to put my head through the wall. But yeah, I need to blow off some steam. But yeah, no, I can't. Drink makes me fat, and I want the ability when I get to Christmas to fucking just gorge on horrible food and get pissed in. And you know, VR chat, it's very hard to tolerate when you're sober. So many like strange people. You know, I've a drunk Ducky, you can handle social situations way better than sober Ducky ever could. He's so much patience. He likes talking. I don't know. He's a nut job. I hope I never have to speak to him myself now. IBB, how's she cut? Not so bad, lad, yourself. What's your opinion on vodka? It's the greatest thing ever because it's a drink you can kind of have when you're on a diet because it's fairly low calories. Beyond that, I think it tastes like shit. But you know, when needs must. Nameless Ghoul says, I went to a concert last night to see a band that has several songs about beer, and I didn't drink What Madness. I remember once I went out with the boys years ago, and I volunteered to be a designated driver, foolishly. And it was fine for like an hour or two. And then they all started getting like hammered and stuff, and I became immediately irritated. I have a short fuse with people at the best of times when they're being annoying. But when it's your own friends where you're just sitting there and you're fucking stewed on, and when the drink kicks in and they're starting to talk a bit of nonsense, but you're stone cold sober, so you can't really keep up with the banter as much, and just nightmare. I did it once and I swore I'd never do it again. Trying to lose the COVID 15 pound. What? Irish lover, I don't know what you're saying there. Twin cams are good. Yeah, I don't know what. Okay, what I'll do is now I will say the shader I have installed in this game, I'm just going to flick over to it. The shader I have installed in this game makes the game look fantastic when you're driving, but it kind of blows out the screen in the menu. So hold on, if I go to game mode. Yeah, there we go. But it kind of blows out the screen, and you can see like it's super bright in the menus and stuff. But that's just a trade-off, something we're just going to have to live with, because the in-game graphics are actually not too bad. I've got them up. I think it's probably streaming at 1440p. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of what I'm aiming for. So it should look pretty decent for an old game, you know, for an old fogey, an old fart of a game. There it should be looking pretty decent. Will you bring out the Myvec? I actually searched, so obviously I've set up a new game here. As you can see, I've no cars, and I'm going to go into my home there. But I've no cars in my garage and nothing done, and I've 10,000 credits. But my first thought was like, get a Myvec, because the Mitsubishi Colts, the Myvec Cyborg ZR is in this game. But it's not there straight away. I don't know if you have to wait for a particular date or earn a certain amount of points or something. Also, this is the American version, so so Europeans watching this mightn't kind of recognize some of the menus. So instead of showing cars from the 90s to 2000s, it shows like used car showroom 2, and then the other one is 1. And I needed to use the American version because I wanted to be able to run it on a 1080i or whatever it's called, like the high resolution, and that's not in the PAL version, the European version, for some reason. But yeah, we can have a gander together and we can decide. Now, I have played this like myself a small bit recently enough before I got the wheel, and I will say, like, you can start off with a bit of a meme wagon of a car, like, you know, an old Nissan Micra or something like that. But it is very difficult to win any races or make any money. It's fucking such a slow car. But there's no real like difficulty in this game. It's just the difficulty is kind of based on how fast your car is. So if you obviously got a slower car, the game's going to be that bit harder. Ducky, come on to fuck, you owe me the money for it. Eric, would you stop with your spice bag? I owe you nothing. You take it out of that 10 spot money. Sold you a lump of hash in 92, lad. Name is cool. I'm more partial to an SDI. And oh no, a Subaru. Well, I got my idea of a Subaru got tainted when a friend of mine got like a 1.6 Subaru Impreza, and it was a 4-wheel drive. And I was like, oh my god, 4-wheel drive 1.6, it's got to have a little bit of power. No, fuck all power. It's just that much, or that small of an engine divided over 4 wheels. It was just super slow. Suzuki Cappuccino. Oh, I was expecting a very different car entirely. Does anybody want a Suzuki Cappuccino? I have a lovely one. Look at it there. Big fucking bug eyes on the back of it. Oh, Christ above. Oh, the old Sleeka GTR. Or Celica, as the Americans call it. God, I just love the look of the old like 80s and 90s kind of Jap cars. They just had it spot on. Gorgeous. They didn't really have a good wheel game though. An SIR Civic. Oh yeah, jeez, I fucking used to have a load of them. Back now when I was an old bi racer back in the day, you used to see them. You throw a bag of shit over your shoulder, you hit 5 of them going down the road, you would every fucker had one. It's the reason why you couldn't get insured in them, because everybody had one. Despite the fact that they were like, you know, they were 1.6, was it? Something like that. Yeah, you couldn't get insured in the fuckers. They were twice the price of insurance than every other car in the town, like. Ian H. Artyom has super chatted at £5, says, you get yourself a pint, lad. Appreciate it, lad. Thanks for the super chat. I will indeed, I will. When I'm back in the sauce, I'll absolutely, I'll drink one in your honour. Thanks very much. Prelude VTEC. Ooh. I don't know if I've ever seen that year Prelude before. At least if I did, it really didn't jump out. My God, it's not necessarily a pretty looking car now at all, I won't lie. It's a bit too high in the back or something. I don't know how to describe it. You still didn't give my crab back. Jesus, everybody... Did I just come on here and I'm in debt to everybody by random items? I owe somebody a goose and an L-shaped bracket for a shelf. Oh no, Sylvia. Jesus, that's... It's a car that's like... It's got the namesake Sylvia, so you're thinking like S15 or S13, but then it looks like a car an old lad would drive, you know, like properly old. Like he'd get out of it and he'd be wearing nothing but wool and he'd have them like wooden beads on the seats. You know what them looks. Right, let's have a genuine look. We'll see what we... So we have 10 grand to spend. I don't know whether to go like meme wagon or something good. A Honda Beat. That's the like family wagon. Oh no, it's not. Another convertible. God, that's a horrific looking thing. Looks like a fucking Hoover. Jesus. A Mazda. Did they just not name that one right? There's like, there you go now, lads. A Mazda. Oh god. Right, do we have anything? Nissan Silvia, Mitsubishi FTO. FTOs are another weak hair. As much as I love Mitsubishi, why did they make a fucking yoke front wheel drive? Like, you have a look at it and it's like... That's the best way I can describe that. Even as, again, as a Mitsubishi lover, it's like a Lidl brand Toyota Supra. And then it's extra Lidl brand because they made it front wheel drive as well. I don't know what was going through their head at all. Especially the Supra is very super looking at the front. You see the kind of elongated eyes on it there, the lights. Cryptech Brit has super chat £5. Thanks very much, man. Do appreciate it. Lancer Evo. People say Lancer Evo. I got one Lancer Evo suggestion. I'm gonna have a look, just a quick look through this, see if there's any. A quick glance through this, see if there's any cyborgs at ours, and if there's not, then we'll have a proper look. So there's a 240 SX there now. I actually know a friend of mine who wrote one of them off. It's funny enough because I think he was overtaking someone on a bend. He was kind of driving it a bit stupidly. He was overtaking somebody on a bend and he put his foot down and he wasn't used to driving a rear wheel drive, and the back stepped out and he lost control and slammed into a wall, and the person that he was overtaking had to give him a lift back to town. So just a little bit of a egg on his face after that, you know. Here you go, name the school. There's an Impreza there. Impreza or Impreza? Is it Italian? You pronounce Z as a T. That's why you have like people say Forza instead of Forza. Not a terrible looking car. They did get wicked ugly with the newer ones though, especially the hatchback version they brought out. Oh, the Legacy. An old estate, is it? Gotta respect them ones. Them are a good looking one. Ducky, what's your dream car? Probably an S2000 or maybe a Lexus LFA. I'd love one of them. Thing is though, it doesn't matter how rich I'd get. I don't think I'd ever really be buying new cars or like mental cars. Anyway, what I'd really be buying is all the old Jap cars and doing them up and holding on to them. I think I'd have more crack doing that than I would, you know, doing these lads and going off buying Ferraris and Lamborghinis and everything else. At the tall now, that kind of stuff wouldn't interest me at all. Type R Civic, an EK one. There we go. There's another one that was they were fucking quick enough as well. I remember my RS Colt and one of them were just absolutely neck and neck down a motorway one day. There was practically nothing between them, like, and just my Colt was like RX, which was like the RS version, but had a slightly different body type. But yeah, they were good. Sprinter Truno. Jeez, I can get one of them. I'm twin cam. I don't know. I feel like I'm. Oh, it is the 11 Truno. I thought it was the AE86 Truno. Alpedia has one of them there now in a gunmetal. It is a nice looking one. Oh Jesus, there's one here. There's a micro, lads. There's a micro. Shit. Oh God. It couldn't be like typical micro. It couldn't be in a more horrible color. But they were surprisingly fast for a 1 liter. They're was a 16 valve twin cam 1 liter engine. So you know they weren't the slowest 1 liters. They're still slow by any other standard of a car though. Well, we'll have to put that. Oh God, like everybody's like buy it now. Oh fuck. We'll have to take it in that color though. What's the horsepower on it even? 77. Christ. The Vitz. Is that a Yaris? It is a Yaris. Oh God, the missus would love that now, and I'll Yaris in the game. They're quick enough now as well. Get the good old micro, buy it. Oh lads, you're you're setting me up here for a world of hurt. Clio and a Prius. Oh God. See, the problem is if I get the micro, I'll have to race a little dirty to win races. I'll have to be cutting corners and absolutely just sending it into corners, you know, ramming people out of the way. So if you're okay with questionable driving, then I'll commit and I'll get the micro. So you just tell me. So this won't be sim racing. This'll be filthy racing in a micro. Where's me big vape? I need a long hit. Buy the fanny wagon. Do it. Alright, looks like we're fucking doing it, so. My accelerator that also works as an A button, so I can use that to buy. Ah, it's saucy enough. Being cleared, we got a micro. Now, I can do a little trick in this game. Some of you might know about. Some of you might not. But when you buy a car in this game, like a used car, I don't know if it works for new cars, but if you buy a used car, before you race it, if you go to the GT Auto, and it was 77 horsepower, yeah? If the first thing you do in this game is change the oil on a used car, you'll gain anywhere from 5 to 10 brake horsepower immediately on it. So, I'll pay for an oil change and I'll show you now. What's the 0 to 60 in that half an hour? Oh, it's about 16-17 seconds solid, if not longer. Back when I had my Micra now, it was a Nissan Micra Classic, a 1995 one. Same body shape, but it was like the black bumpers and stuff, so it was an even cheaper version of it again. But I was fucking flat out down a downhill motorway as fast as I could at about 1 o'clock in the morning, just to see what speed I can get out of it. And it got up to about 104, maybe tops 105 miles an hour, and the whole car was rattling like a galvanized shed in the wind. It was terrifying. And the steering was like really vague as well, like, you know, it felt really light and floaty. I was like, oh God, this is not fucking planted at all. That's probably the most scared I've been in, and I've been in cars and I've gone near twice that speed, like. 79, so we only gained like 2 horsepower on that, but fuck it, a gain is gain. God, I wish I didn't have it in that colour though, but it looks like we're driving this fucking tangerine tangerine Micra. Fuck. Right. Should we do the licenses tonight? That will take ages. That'll take a good half hour, 45 minutes to do them licenses. Well, probably not that long, but a good half an hour. We'll bring the Micra for a spin anyway, and we'll see how badly we fail at this. Another thing now as well, I'm going to have to, for the sake of the stream so you can see the car, I'm going to have to drive in the top-down kind of camera view, which isn't my ideal camera view for when I'm doing driving games. I prefer the bumper cam. But look at this, 157 points. So the more points it offers you at the start of the race means like the higher the difficulty of the race is going to be, like the faster the other cars you're going up against. So like the lower the points it offers at the start, the easier your race is going to be. So 150 something points is very bad. I'd be lucky to get a fucking last place in this. If there's a place lower than last, I'll probably get it. You can see the shit I'm going up against here. Also, that get ready to drive thing sometimes glitches, so I have to kind of quickly change the view. See, what you think of the shader, lads? It actually makes the game look surprisingly clear for an old fart of a yoke. Right, come on, throw it in. Oh, one the mighty micro, round the bend. Right, we got one place. It just won't go. You used to gain about 2 or 3 horsepower from these yokes if you're on a straight by just jerking yourself forward in the seat. Do I even need to brake around this bend? Come on, just throw it into fuck. Stay with it. Oh, we got a better exit on that bend. Knock him out of me way. Drivers in this one, in this fucking game, the AI are wicked dirty. Right, we're just going to have to... No, don't hit him. It's not slow me now. We're just going to have to go a bit dirty to try and make up a place or two. What we really need to do is maybe just modify the micro slightly, you know, the induction kit into a bit of an exhaust kit. We're going to have to try level the field a small bit, you know. Fucking micro. Going down the road looking like a fucking ulcer. Do you know, you have to admit though, for any of you like fans of the old Starlets and the Glances, the arse of a micro, and even in front of them as well, look wicked the same. Like even those back lights, you'd see them on a Glanza V. Yeah, this is the best. 4th place. We just got fucking shat on. We're gonna get the fucking the Gran Turismo keyring of snobbery, the keyring of disapproval. $77 horsepower. We did well though. Yeah, the keyring of disapproval. We got 300 quid. It's not terrible. So I think we're going to have to put in a few parts into this now, tune it up a small bit. Irish Lover super chatted $5, says the Prius comes with a training bra, dental dams, and a variety pack of tampons. You have seen an episode, I think it was Top Gear, where they actually tested a BMW M5, just a standard like M5, I think it was a GTR or whatever, or GT M5, or an M2, sorry, or an M3. God, man, fucking confused me cars. But they tested it anyway against a Prius for efficiency, and it turned out that the BMW was actually more fuel efficient than the Prius. Why the music? Oh, it's just changing now. So we're going to have to go to Nissan now and tune this up. Where the fuck is Japan? Japan? God, you think I'd know this game a bit better? I haven't played this like properly since I was like 16. This is the racing game I really cut my teeth on. Tune shop. Shit, chat is after finishing there. Hold on. Yeah, but the M3 betted by about 80 mpg. Yeah. I think it was just because the M3 is such a bigger engine. It just had like it wasn't under near as much pressure to, you know. So racing ship was one of my first thoughts, but will that give me much? 3 horsepower. Forced induction maybe? Yeah, what's that, the air filter? What'll that do? 1 horsepower, Jesus. This lads, what have you fucking got me into it all with this? Yeah, I don't even have enough money for better mods. One thing I will do, just to make the engine a bit more responsive, is there like a flywheel option here? A racing flywheel. Yeah, I'll slap one of them into it, because there's a wicked lazy engine in this, so when you put your foot down it doesn't really respond. It's not going to help with the uphill bits, but we're going to have to put something. We're not going to be able to afford anything actually. We'll check the exhaust. What was that? We're going to have to just try race it again and see if I can make a few pound. And see, now I'm just playing catch up to try get the micro. What did I see somebody in this? Just the Tanjikra. I'll call it maybe the Micarine. There's got to be a better pun out there. The old rust bucket. Drive and park. We'll try to drive and park. But yeah, we got to think of a good, easy roll off the tongue kind of name for the orange Micra. Paul the Micra. Oh good. PJ had a Micra and it was called Fast Finton. Which just gave me endless amusement. Was it Nathan? Go to the credit union for a loan on mods. Sure, little sport. Little Mickey. Little Mickey the Micra. Oh god, that's not a terrible name. We'll try this race and we'll see what you go. Oh, 141 is just as bad. Where the fuck? There's only rearing to go for this one, lads. Do you see that? It's already got the idea, because I'm going to be cutting some wicked corners on this one. Yeah, the alloys are kind of a bit messed up with the new shader and all that. It looks a bit strange, but try ignore that. So... I'm going up against the van. Right, here's where we're going to just cheese it a little bit. You didn't see nothing, lads. That was... I got rammed off there. You all seen that. Had to be done. Had to take the escape road. Ah, come on now. I'm just pushing you along. Feckin' Peugeot. Oh, come on. Fucking Peugeot. Right. Oh, look, he's after ramming me off again. Jesus. That's unlucky now, that is. Oh no, here we go. Should have started with a Lancer. That's typically what I actually usually do. I usually start with a Lancer because I think it's like not an Evo necessarily, but there is a Lancer. It's like a GSR one. That's actually one of the faster cars you can get out of the box, we'll say, which are 10,000 credits. Oh, John, I was completely lost control of it there, lads. Had to be done again. I don't know if there's like a bump in that road or something, but it just sends me straight across that centre divide, so I'm a little bit like closer to the steering wheel than I'd like to be because my microphone is within range, and I actually feel like an owl when I'm like on top of the steering wheel. My face pressed against the glass. So look, if you're on the screen, for those of you that play this game, on the bottom left you can see where my like accelerator inputs and my brake inputs, and that kind of thing under the car is like the G inputs, so that's like how much G's are on the car, not necessarily how far I'm steering. That's just like where the edge of the grip is. Oh, that was a bit of an awkward old way to take that. Well, we got our first place. We got our first place. The old fucking trailblazing Tango Micra. Can't get the FTO with the 10k. Might be able to get an FTO with the 10k. Oh, keep forgetting that I'm going to just skip the replays there. Yes, yeah, it's a bit of a lawnmower, alright, yeah. I don't know what kept happening. As soon as I got to that bend, lads, the arse just kept stepping out there and had to take it for safety. Didn't want to be ramming anybody else off, like, you know. Now we got a few pound in the bank, so the high speed ring. Okay, we have absolutely no chance of winning that. Twin rings. Do we have a chance of winning that? Probably not. We'll give it a go. Sounds like I'll be just as slow on it, but we'll see. Now. Do you know what I think I'm going to call the Micra? And let me see what you think of this one. I call the Micra Jacinta because it's bright orange. Because there's only two things in this world I know that are bright orange, and one is an orange tangerine, or two is girls from Limerick called Jacinta. Now we just lob this in. Don't need that much brake now. We'll go out wide and into the middle. Oh shit, this is like a double bend. That was a terrible line. Well, it looks like one of these tracks there. It's one of these tracks where I might lose control. I'm looking up ahead now and there's yeah, this is the track I'm thinking of. I'm after losing control, lads. Oh no, what are the chances? Oh jeez, that was lucky. That was lucky. So lucky I didn't hit anybody there. So it's a very bright sun, you see. It's just hard to see where you're going. So, how you been, lads? Yeah, these straights are kind of long and boring in the micro. I won't lie. Get a sip of the monster there, and every straight is like a vape break. But so far, the force feedback actually feels quite nice on this. Like, you can feel the curbs, you can feel the kind of the G's fighting against. Yeah, it's very nice. I was playing Assetto Corsa the other day. It's another kind of sim racing game on the PC. Oh Jesus, lads! I forgot the brake. Oh no. Okay. I was just helping out the fellow orange lad there, teammates. But I was playing Assetto Corsa there the other day. Oh no, the sun is after blinding me. And I was playing it in VR with the steering wheel, and that is a fun experience. That is like really fun. But the best thing about being in VR as well when you have a steering wheel is you can kind of... Oh, sorry, a bit of a pothole there. Fuck it, didn't work. But when you're in VR, you can kind of judge distance. You can get depth perception. Fuck. Talking and driving, not really a good thing for me. But yeah, you can get the depth perception. You can really judge your braking and stuff way better. Is he slowing me down? Hardly. I'm in a fucking micro. Well, we got that. Lily has super chatted to 449 and says, I admit it, the English are better than the Irish. Never. Never. Although I'm on a bit of an English kick lately because I'm after watching that series, Peaky Blinders. Really good fucking series. Definitely worth to watch. Although, to be fair, the lead in that is Irish. Despite how good he can do a fantastic English accent. Oh, Cillian Murphy. It's a great show if you're looking for something to watch. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. Second. I'll just make sure nobody passes me out. Oh, yeah. Go on, Jacinta. You mad bitch. Second place wasn't too terrible. But where was I? Yeah, so... No, the Irish will all be better to me because we have full Irish breakfast with black pudding. Black pudding. See if that tops your list, girl. Up the ra. Oh Jesus, Lily, what have you done? What have you done to my chat? You knew what you were doing. You fucking knew what you were doing. There's going to be a fake. There's going to be a rising in my chat there. I think we've enough money to do something with the micro. We're gonna have to tune it up and make it somewhat competitive. Oh fuck's sake, my dog farted and stinks. That's potent, that is. That's pungent. I could fucking taste that again. Oh fuck. Trying to waft it away from me. I kind of want... Does the semi-racing one do much better? So we brace an air cleaner with a urethane sponge filter and a low air resistant silencer that aids the exhaust extraction at high RPM. This will have a dramatic effect if installed with a turbo car. Okay, the car's not going to be turbo. Should we turbo the micro though? It's $4.5 to turbo the micro. What are we thinking? We just save up the money and stick a big fuck off turbo in it. Because that'll do damage now, hold on. Yeah, that'll bump up the horsepower or something wicked. Speaking of dogs, mine's decided to throw up in the bed last week. Yeah, dogs do that sometimes. I woke up like, was it yesterday morning? There was just like a big pile of green gunge on the floor. I was like, what the fuck is that? And it was like a dentist stick my dog had threw up at some stage. And God knows when. He's like a silent vomiter. Throw a supercharger on it. Oh god, can you put a supercharger on it? Hold on. Supercharger is like $12.5 though. We're off getting a new car at that spec or that speed. I don't know. I think we'll aim for a turbo there. Keep it clean. Turbo the micro. Merry Christmas. Ducky says, Stanley, thanks very much. Merry Christmas to you. He'd invite the neighbours out with this carus. I don't know what word that is. Do you miss the Cyborg? I have a 9611 and a 98 SS3 Celica at the moment. Some cars I do and I don't. I miss how nice it was to drive and, you know, modifying it and fixing up, because the Cyborg I had was a bit it was a bit rusty, a bit wet, or a bit to kind of, it was showing his age, and I get great satisfaction about fixing up cars and stuff like that. So when I got the car, it was like the boot was wicked rusty, there was mad stone chips and dents and all this kind of little stuff about the place that wasn't like deal breaking, but you know, it was a bit of an eyesore on it, and I fixed all that up and fucking, I wasn't even that I pumped a lot of money, because like a car like that you kind of do it all yourself. So I fixed all the dents, got rid of all the rust, painted it up, filled in any other dents I couldn't, got new wheels on it, the whole lot, and just kitted it out, having it look gorgeous. Even gave the car the facelift headlights and bumper as well, because it was like the 95 model. So it was looking, it was on the older kind of bumpers and that, so gave it a facelift, the whole lot. So that's the kind of part I missed the most. But then it started giving me trouble. It started giving me an engine trouble. It started giving me the feck off home lights on the engine. It was basically like the engine light would come on, and then your cylinders are restricted in the engine, so you struggle the whole 60 miles an hour on the fucking thing. And brought it to, it's about 3 or 4 different mechanics, including Mitsubishi themselves, and they could not figure out what the fuck was wrong with it. Tried changing coil packs, spark plugs, fucking sensors, airflow sensors, cats, all this kind of stuff. Nothing fixed it. It just kept popping up, like, you know, every time you put your foot down hard in it, it was a coin flip whether or not it'll go into limp mode, as it was called. That was really fucking irritating. So that part I don't miss, just these phantom problems that are hard to fix, or fucking, you know, as PJ would call them, Lego mechanics. You take the car to down, whereas if it's not an obvious problem, they'll just say, oh no, I can't fix it, and turn you away, you know. So yeah, that's the bit I don't miss. If I had a lot of disposable income and a very good mechanic that was willing to take on, you know, mysterious jobs, then I'd definitely go back and get another one. So I think we're going to have to do another couple of races to get this micro up to racing speed. There we go. This menu is really awkward to navigate with the D-pad. We'll try this one again. We'll see if that racing ship did much. I don't know, just moving around my chat thing there so I can see what's going on. And fix that. Beautiful. So, let's go. Hey Ducky, I built my new PC recently. I was wondering about your specs, says Toby Lee. My specs. So my CPU is a 3950X Ryzen 9. My GPU is a 3090 OC, it's an overclock 3090. 64 gigs of RAM, and that's pretty much the main components of it. I didn't cut corners when I was kitting that out, because I'm a big tech head and I love all my tech and stuff, so yeah. I just kind of threw money at that. I was saving for a while and then I just absolutely fucking splurged out. Even though saying that though, I managed to get a 3090. That's the one bit that like people are shocked by when they released. I got it was OC24 overclocked. I think it was by Gigabyte, and the thing is, people don't realise it's not that much faster than a 3080, and it's negligible when you're gaming. Because, like, you know, it struggles just as much as a 3080 when you're doing really strenuous stuff. So it was that was a bit of a luxury buy. Get out of me. You're slowing me down, I'm slowing you. Oh, now you're just like reversing on the racing line, you fuck. Right, I think we're going to have to start cutting corners again. I mean, slowly losing control. Okay, that was badly taken, that was. Oh, thanks, man. Give me a little friendly bump there. Little boop in the back. Really should like turn off traction control and see if I can actually drift this thing. So the first place is just miles away already. Oh, it really does bog down going uphill with that fucking racing flywheel. Straight into the back, that didn't help things. Oh, can I just creep by for the third place? No. Fuck. That was close though. Nearly improved. Wasn't too much in it. Lily with the 449 says basically the English are just cooler, and if you want to disagree then I'll have to revoke your tea privileges. I don't drink tea, Lily. You have no power over me. I'm a coffee man. And let's be fair, who'd you rather go out in a session with? Out of the two greater islands? It's always going to be like Scottish and Irish first. If I needed somebody to threaten somebody, I'd call it an Englishman. We need a lot more money for... Is there any easier way to get money? Does anybody knows any cheats for this? Any cheat ways to get a bit of quick cash? My ways are always just doing the beginner events and getting the car when you unlock the 5, when you win first in the 5 races, and then going from there. I think we're just going to have to enter the cheese race and try that again. Just a driving park, cut the corner a couple of times and then put a turbo into it and then really start taking it to people in this. Where's me mouse? Irish lover with the $5 says tea is from India, China and parts in between, so stuff it. I would think Lily's talking about like refined English breakfast tea, the Earl Greys of the world and whatnot. It is Barry's and Lions over here. But I suppose, yeah, tea in origin would be the greater stretch of that would be China, right? Yeah, China, as how Trump used to say. Entry. We'll enter this again and see where we go. Wisdom Manari with the 20 quid. Ah, very generous of that. Thanks very much. Found you years ago on the Game of Thrones video. Oh geez, that's a throwback one. I think that's a couple of years now at this stage, isn't it? Actually, I wouldn't mind my next video has a bit of a dig and a bit of an in-joke about Game of Thrones, actually. Stayed for the stupid customers and all the other stuff with the boys. The desolation of the old Discord. Or the dissolution. The destruction of the old Discord. The diet video and everything else. Love your content. Beat Saber video when... A Beat Saber video when, you know, people... When the DMCA takedowns are not a thing anymore. Because even the songs built into Beat Saber gets striked on YouTube. You know, in a game pretty much directly for song. I don't know if there's like a stream friendly or a video friendly like playlist you can download for Beat Saber, but unfortunately you can't really do much without getting a strike in that regard. I do one on the second channel of the missus playing Beat Saber, but that's more of a compilation of her, you know, trying not to swear in the game and failing miserably. She was just playing Beat Saber one day and I just hit record. She unknowns to her, and she was playing for maybe like 20 minutes and she came out of it and I was like, oh, that's so going to make a funny video, just her losing and raising the game. But no. Yeah, whenever there's like copyright free stuff I might do a bit of Beat Saber. But we'll see. Chernobyl Pone with the super chat with the 199 says, how about some Texas tea? Texas tea? I've never heard of Texas tea. Is Texas tea just like a big bucket of barbecue sauce? You just dip like a spare rib into a bit of water. That's Texas tea. So the first thing that comes to mind when I think Texas is barbecue. Alright, we're gonna have to cheese this now. So I'll put on my game face. That's one most annoying thing about this fucking game is that stupid text at the bottom saying ready to drive. So now I just had to lift slightly there. Oh, that ran me off. AI is so clumsy in this game. Always on that bend, I don't know why. But that ready to drive text is a bit of a glitch with the shader pack I've installed that like makes the game look pretty again. But if I just change my view real quick, that'll go away. Yeah. Sweeping it around the outside. Around the outside. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, I'm losing control. We're gone again, lads. Come on, Jacinta. She'd be great if she was 4-wheel drive now. Making out rally spec micro. A fucking 106 in front of me. How is that van leading the race? Oh, oh, come on, come on. How is that yoke so agile? I feel like the AI is actually just purposely blocking me here. Right, we're just going to have to go for a bit of a lunge here now. Oh, he braked as late as I did. The rest of them braked like super early. Oh, we just got him. For those of you just joining us now and you didn't see that cut, that's just a texture issue. If I go around that bend, I'll crash the game. Yeah, a few extra pounds in the bank there, not so bad. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. I like the colour of that car. Says rocks in chat there. Tis a micro. They only come in 2 colours. Fucking ugly, or it'll have to do. Lemon says, how's it going, Ducky? I'm not too bad, Lemons, yourself. I hope you're well. We tried twin rings again. How much did we need for that turbo? It was like 4.5 grand, wasn't it? This might be a bit of a longer stream tonight, lads, you know. I hope you're all strapped in. Got your slippers on there. Having a nice grand one for yourselves. Yeah, one with a long straight. I can drive with one hand. Do like the old boy racers used to do back in the day. Like, they used to think they're really cool. And I'm not saying much because I was a boy racer myself, but certain lads. And they used to recline the front seats so far that they were literally lying in the back seat. And they used to think it was like the best driving position ever. And I'm just like, lads, no, if you want to drive a car on a risky road, you certainly want to see where the front of your car is. So you need to be sitting up a little bit straight. Cruise along, oh man, so Courtney harsh man, and the sunspot smoking weed, you know what I mean? That car you got there is decent. Oh, just I'm after losing it, lads. I'm after losing it. Oh, we can just about save it. Oh, jeez, that was lucky. Oof. This track is lethal. My lights keep flickering, yeah. It's a shader pack and this doesn't really agree much with the headlights. Oh, lads, you're not leaving me much room to bargain with here. How bad were the boy races down in Cork when you were there? Nobody ever boy raced in Cork, to be honest, because the fucking place is all one-way roads. Near impossible to navigate as a fully grown man, much less a late blooming teenager. Oh, God. There's more of a Ken Block track, you know, there's some bits on road, some bits off road, but yeah. It's just the fastest to the end wins, that's the only rules. Wow, I really got a lot of pace in there. I must have like fucking rammed one of them into the other one. With bowling balls or something. Just I can coast to the end here. Robin says, Jesus, I forgot how boring these tracks were. Oh, God, wasn't looking at the road. The air and slower cars, alright, yeah, they get a bit more exciting with faster cars. But you can blame chat for that now, they talked me into the micro. And now we're on a mission to stick a turbo into this bad boy. Oh, Jesus, I thought the bend was there, lads. I so did, yeah, genuinely now. Oh, blinded. That's like the shader pack really accentuates that sun something wicked. Pretty nice skybox in this game though, funnily enough. The micro's getting faster. It is right. We're doing the best thing you can do with cars, and that's we're going to be tuning it soon, adding a few horsepowers into it. Delicious. This kind of kiwi flavor. It's actually not bad. Four and five are the best. Yeah, for the Gran Turismo games, the reason I like 4 so much is just the variety of cars. Like, especially because a lot of these cars were from my youth as well. Showing my age a little bit, but I'm just going to go back and double check how much that turbo was, because we're going to have to repeat that race 1 or 2 more times, I think. Where was Japan? It was up here, wasn't it? Leave. Get headphones. Oh, it's over here. Yeah. Nissan. And went to the old Nismo shop, lads. No, turbo. 4.5. So we're about 3 races away from getting it, but you know what? This is a stream and not a video. I'm going to take my time. Which is the faster track? Is it the driving park? I think that is. It takes less time. What is your monster of choice? Mine is green, but like I so rarely get to drink it. More often than not, I'm drinking the blue one or the white one, so I don't feel as unhealthy. Oh, got the green monster makes it a bit belchy. Come on. A feckin' VW Polo. Oh. Fast and furious job. Weaving like a mad bastard. That was a bit of a weird line. Not that like racing lines really come into it when you're driving cars just slow. Oh, look at that. My first legit overtake since the start of the stream. Oh god. He forced me to take the track right. What a dick. I wonder what's with the coloured cones. There's some big detail in this game I'm only ever noticing now, because it was just too grainy back in the old CRT TVs. Buildings and shit in the background, stuff you never really pay attention to. Jeez, he's got some legs on us now, hasn't he? Even my shortcuts have to get precise. What is that? BMW 1 Series, is it? Can't really make it out from back here. Yeah, it is. I don't think we're actually going to be able to catch him before we get to the end. Unless something catastrophic happens to him around this bend. No, I think we're going to have to settle for a second. Too much slow down the beginning of this race. Damn, even with my cheese and moves. Shit. Yeah, BMW 120i. If that's a petrol, it is a 2 litre, is it not? Is it a 1.8 actually? They come in a 1.8 as well, I think. It's got nearly twice the engine we have. And it was still close enough at the end. I'm not too ashamed of that. What am I doing? I do not want to go up against that BMW again, so I'm just going to quit out and go back into it. I'll have no chance if I'm going to go up against that every time. We'll go again. Get that hero up front there now. What are we going up against? We're going up against Honda Blade Sport. That's the CRX. Mazda Demio. Citroen C3, Mazda MX-5 or Miata, as it's known. Car I surprisingly don't like. And Daihatsu Storia. And the mighty Jacinta. Look at that, boys. Sideways around the bench. You're only mad to go. I just love how wonky the wheels look at this. All our worries will be over once we get that turbo, so I'm not too worried. It's going to be slow now, but we'll get faster. Just trying to avoid bumps so I can keep up with the crowd. They do that, they turn into you when you make contact. I was just giving him a little helpful bump there. It looks like he was about to skid off, you see. All round the outside like an absolute lad. No, get out of my way, you. There can be only one Jacinta. Watch him brake right in front of me here now. Yeah, knew it was going to happen. I was ready for it this time. The CRX is actually pretty nippy in this, so I'd want to catch up with him quick enough. Absolutely bogged down coming out of that bend. I just noticed that Ferris wheel in the background as well. I played this game for like a solid year non-stop when I was young. I was only like about 10 races shy of 100% in this game back in the day. There was a couple of races I just simply couldn't do. I didn't have the skills back then. And just the details I'm noticing now. But like the fact that there's a Ferris wheel there that says drive and park on the side of it. Never noticed that before. I never got rid of that fucking drive. There we go. To be covering up the arse of the Jacinta there, like she got such a big rolling old booty. Give the lad something to look at there on stream. Whoa, she twerking. Brilliant. Now we should get a few pound in the bank. Shea Jackson super chatted 5 quid, says you see how you're losing there. Yeah, don't do that. That's an old throwback to the Living with the Boys video, isn't it? Yeah, myself and the boys always do that. Or like losing in a game or having life troubles. It's like, see that thing you're doing that's upsetting you? Yeah, don't do that. 4.5. Jeez, do we have enough for a turbo now? I think we might very well. Jacinta's going to get a bit of work done, huh? She's going under the knife. Or the wrench in this case. Yeah, we can turbo it. Yeah. We now have a 100 horsepower turbo micra. Was there 107 odd? Something like that. I don't know. I didn't really look. Now, we'll try this. See how Jacinta goes now. I hope it actually blows off and everything. I can't remember what the turbo sounds are like in this game. Yeah, look at that. The points dramatically drop there when you bump up the horsepower. Let's see if she's a good mover now. She'll be up and down this road like a fiddler's elbow. Come on. Let me go. Even catching in auto drive. That's promising, that is. I think I can vaguely hear the turbo. Well, it's catching. That's the main thing. I won't rightly know until I like it straight, but it feels pluckier. Yeah, never mind me, lads. Just going to dive up your inside here. Oh, yeah, it actually definitely pulls a lot better now. That's what I like to see. The mighty Jacinta Micra. Flat out. The lean. The absolute lean on the gear. Oh no, right to the back yet. How does it pull up the hill? Still a bit weak on hills, but it's an improvement. I was going for the undercut. Now, see how we do down this little bit of a straight. Jeez, I had to give a little bit of a lift there. Now she's chewing up road. That turbo was a good call. I can actually race a little bit cleaner now. Not totally clean yet now. I still want to win races, and let's see how far we can bring the Micra. But yeah, didn't have to cheese that too much. And we've got it. We got it in the bag. Nice. That's what we like to see now, lads. And the induction kit. Yeah, the induction kit will come next now. Now that we have the turbo, we'll see an even bigger draw out of that. Let's see. The name of the school says, did you get the gear shifter with it? I did not. No. That was like the gear shifter I'd want to have for this setup was like 200 quid. So, and it was already after dropping like 300 on the steering wheel and pedals, so I was like, ah, fuck it, that's enough money spent for now. That, and I'm not necessarily used to driving manual with racing wheels. I've always just done like the paddles on the back, or just set it on automatic in this case. High speed ring. Now this will be the true test of the speed. How's she sound when she's revving? But the same, need to get the exhaust kit for it. It sounds like a fucking fly. So the turbo now is going to help with the acceleration. Yeah, there we go. We're actually catching people on a straight. I like that. Down the hard shoulder. Oh. Lads out in front are not going to get away from you now. What do we got up ahead of us? We got what looks like a Renault something and a Yaris. We'll just throw it in a brake, so we're going to have to do a little bit of brake and then just, yeah, absolutely send it. Oh, okay, that bend was actually a little more open than I remember. Did they keep the high speed ring in later Gran Turismo? So Gran Turismo 4 was the last one I played properly. After they did that whole Gran Turismo 5 prologue thing, I was just like, oh, fuck that now, because I found that a bit shitty. Like, I didn't like that at all. So let's release a demo for actual money. Konami did it as well with that Ground Zeroes Metal Gear. It's annoyed me too. But I didn't really get to play Gran Turismo 5 much at all. Played a little bit of Gran Turismo Sport, but then it was just one of them, when I was playing that, I was like kind of, I wish I had a wheel for this, you know, that kind of way. Just launching it. I didn't even see what speed we were getting there, but we have a straight coming up now, so we'll find out. Now, boot down. We'll see what we can get out of this top speed job. Ducky, you should play Diablo 2 Resurrected. I'm not really big into the whole, what do you call it, mobile games? Dungeon crawler, stuff like that. Never really got into them at all. Believe it or not now, most of the time I'll be playing either racing games or strategy games in my own time. You know, like RTS games like Age of Empires or City Skylines or stuff like that. I've a real old man taste in games. The only time I'll really play anything different is if I'm playing with the lads, you know, kind of just having a bit of crack with the boys. That wasn't too badly taken. Could have used a bit more road. Oh, a little bit wide. It's not good for holding the speed in the bends now, no. Just like it needs a bit of handling done to it. Maybe a bit of weight reduction would actually go a long way for it. But the induction kit and all that stuff would be great next. It's eating the front tyres quick enough though, isn't it? Look at that. Front tyres are already green. That's a decent distance on the rest of them behind that. They're only coming out of the last bend now. Happy enough with that now. 108 brake horsepower is what we're rocking at the moment. I hope there isn't like a horsepower limit for some of these races. I can't remember. Probably is eventually. What did I miss? Elliot White super chatted £5 says ram the crowd commit atrocities in a small Japanese economy car. Submit to the voices in your head. that's just been the vast majority of this stream so far. Is just me and my little fucking chicken chaser ramming fuckers out of my way so I can win races, just so I can have the money to spend on the car, so I can at least be competitive. That's summed up the stream on the whole, pretty much. But it's been fun. Thanks for the super chat, by the way. What have we got going on chat here before I jump into this race? Oh, is this that fucking Tokyo track, is it? There's one night track in this and I never liked it, and I think it's this one. Ducky, I race a Micra at Coolman's Raceway. Oh no, Cool Ronan's Raceway? Do I know that? I don't know if I do. Only been to like one proper raceway around Ireland, and I don't know if it's actually still going, but there's one in Rose Green in Tipperary. They used to do drifting there. They also used to do go-karting there, which I did do it before, but I think they shut it down because somebody living in a house nearby that complained about noise or something. I was throwing money at things that was self-harm. Swenzo says, love your videos, keep it up, great work man. Thanks very much, do appreciate it lad. I just bankrupt myself in Forza Horizon 5 to modify a BMW. Yeah, I did that straight away as well when I was playing that Forza 5. Or Forza 5, if I say it the Italian way, the correct way as they call it. But yeah, the first car I got in there was the S15 I think it was. And I just spent a fuck ton of money on it, and then I didn't have any money for new cars or anything. You can easily bankrupt yourself, but I will say if you want to like get a load of money in that game quick, get a drift spec car and just free roam and drift, because you get a fuckload of like points for drifting. Especially when you get reasonably good at it, you get a fuck ton, and then you end up winning like a load of wheel spins and shit. Are you able to drive your old Colt? Yeah, it's in this game. My old Colt is in the game. Well, it's a version of my old Colt. I had the Myvec RX, and the version that's in this game is called a Cyborg ZR, but it's the same engine and the same body type. It was just more aesthetics, and the one I had was like a slightly lightened version. Had like, you know, the roll-up windows instead of the electric ones, and a lighter engine block. But ultimately the same car. Oh, okay, that bend is weird. I already dislike this track. There's no leeway if you run wide, you're just going straight into a wall. Oh, hold the road, hold the road. Oh. Oh. Oh man, I'm really not familiar with this track at all. It's kind of nice to have certain cars in front of you for a while so you can kind of find where the racing line is and then, you know, until you get comfortable. Jesus Christ, how long has this been? There we go. Give me a bit of room. You got forced into the bits. Well, we're keeping pace anyway, that's the main thing. I'm not like losing my arse on speed coming up this way. Oh, oh, I just hit my brakes and turned at the same time the car just launched to the side. Second place, okay, it looks like we can at least win this. God, that fucking thing is on the screen again, there we go. Hold on, let me just go into my favourite view real quick. This is my more desired view. I just feel like you can kind of judge bends and speed a little bit better. Looks a bit more dramatic in this way as well. Got a bit violent on the brake there, wasn't really sure what way to take that bend. Now, a fucking interstellar tunnel. Just going back in time here, fucking orbiting a black hole, just kind of fucking bend. I can actually hear the turbo there faintly, but it's there. Well, we did it, we won. Is that the last one we had to win to get the bonus car? We got Irish Lover. I was going to call you Irish Love. Irish Lover with the super chat with the £1. Thanks very much, lad. Appreciate it. I might be perfectly timed with our car here now if I did things right. Yeah, we have enough money to kind of upgrade the exhaust and stuff now as well. How far will Jacinta go? We'll find out. What even is this car now? I've forgotten. Just like an ancient fucking Auto Benanke A11 Abarth. I thought it was a wooden Fiat Abarth. Maybe that's what it used to be. Huh. It's actually a deadly looking low-cost things. Consider it got the whole hood scoop, everything. Not too bad. What I typically do though now is I just sell that car and use the money, the profits, to invest in my current car or buy a new one. But I think what we'll do is we'll power onto the front wheel drive cup. I think it offers slightly more money as well. Midfield Raceway. Are you able to drive pedals Fiat Bravo? Well, in terms of like the setup, you can actually get the pedals and the steering wheel and the force wheel back and all that. You can get that working on this handily enough. It's just a matter of downloading a plugin for PSX2. The Fiat Bravo, I might or might not be in it. It's not really a car that's on my radar now at all. The Bat is a sport version of a Fiat. Oh, it is a Fiat. Yeah. I thought it was a golf cart. It looks like a golf cart. It's like a rally golf cart for the looks of it. Twin cam or Silvia? I'd go Silvia. As iconic as the cam is now, I just prefer to have a Silvia myself. Now, I'm just trying to remember this track because I think this is one of them Gran Turismo original tracks. Well, this is not good. They're already rocking it ahead of me. Oh. Doesn't like that downhill bit at all. The arse gets a bit light. Is that a Glanza up ahead of me? The purple car? I think it's a Glanza, yeah? I think that's a Celica just there in front of me. Although I thought a Celica was a four-wheel drive. Huh. Wow, this car really struggles on the uphill. That racing flywheel is not helping me here. So you can get a flywheel in the game, one of the first upgrades I put into the car. Makes the engine more responsive, but makes the torque a little bit weaker, so it's not ideal for going up hills. That is a glance up ahead. Well, PJ would be proud. Not so much about the colour of it though. Okay, I'll just seem to struggling a bit now on this track, I won't lie. We're just going to have to kind of get brave into the corners like this now. Oh. Does not want to settle. Well, that was nicely taken now. Didn't turn in soon enough there. It's just a slow death is what I'm experiencing here, lads. I think we're going to be benefiting soon from that. Well, we're going to have to benefit soon from that exhaust and air filter setup. But I don't think me being brave enough is going to negate it. As much as just absolutely sending it into bends might help. But that was just poorly taken all around. If I actually took that bend properly, I might have had a better shot. But can I just line up in front of him there so I can give me a boost now? Shit. Oh, I hate the way they brake halfway through the bend. That's not good racing etiquette. You brake before the bend or into the bend, but not halfway through it. There we go, there's me boost. I was looking for that. With the old nitrous there, in the form of a Zalika. Just fucking not using the brake. I'll have to dare now because this bin's a bit tighter, but... Yeah, no, we're going to need a severe upgrade in this car to win that lap. Trying to ponder on what upgrades we need for it. What will make the most dramatic difference? Fucking send it, says Plague. Yeah, I was. It just didn't work. Wasn't close enough to be achieving that. And I now got the keyring of disapproval from Gran Turismo. The thanks for taking part keyring. We're going to have to look in. We have $2,000 to spend, but I don't know if I want to... Do the upgrades like stack in this, or is it like... Can you just go straight to like the tier 3 upgrade? You can see what I mean now when I click into this as well. What I mean is like, if you bought this and then this and then this, would it be faster than just going straight to this, you know? Because that bumps it by 16 horsepower. This bumps it by 2 and then... I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Zim the Despot has a super chat. 5 quid says, Ducky, have you ever played any of the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic games? If not, I'll highly recommend them, even if you're not a Star Wars fan. I haven't, no. Again, yeah, I'm not a Star Wars fan. I've seen one Star Wars film and it's one for me. But I have heard they were good games, alright. But I just kind of feel like you need a little bit of love for the franchise to kind of get into it. And I don't. So my experience with Star Wars was a bad one, because one of my mates, like way back in the day, used to love Star Wars, still does, but he was always non-stop talking to me about it. He's like, oh, you need to watch it, it's great, it's fantastic. And then one of them came out in cinema at the time, and he basically said, come on, come watch this, and if you're not convinced after that, I'll stop annoying you. And I was like, fine. And that Star Wars was Star Wars Attack of the Clones. And for any of you who watch Star Wars, as I've been told famously throughout the years, that's probably the worst one you could watch. It was like fucking load of fellas sitting around talking for like a half an hour in the movie and everything. It was just painful to watch. It was so bad. Only engine waste stack, says Robin. Cheers, Robin. Let me see. That's the weight reduction. That could help a little bit, but we could sell the Fiat and use that money to stick a stage 2 turbo into it. My evil genius mind is stirring a bit of a pot here. I don't know if we'll have enough after that though. What about the NA stage tune, and that'll just bring up oh, that nullifies the turbo, doesn't it? Yeah, that's why the horsepower drops down. Well, that's no good. What about the racing ship? Gives me a little bit extra horsepower, that's not bad. Right. I have ideas, but I'm going to crack on with the front wheel drive thing. Maybe we can have a more favourable circuit. The Suzuka circuit's a bit of a bendy one as well. Let me try that other car I have in the garage. Or at least have a look at it. Oh, it's even way slower than... It's much slower than the Micra. What do I get if I sell it? 8,300. Well, look, it's a car we can always win back by just clearing the cups there. So I'm just going to sell that and take the money, and we'll see what damage we can do there. So we've 10 grand. So we've the option of buying a new car. Which actually, before I go, see if the Cyborg is in, because this yoke updates every now and again. Nissan, Mercedes, Toyotas. Looking for Mitsubishi. No, not in that one. And we'll see if it's here. No, not there. There is a something with very low miles apparently, a Super Impreza sedan WRX. God, it's strange seeing them in black, isn't it? So used to seeing them everywhere in blue. Irish Lover says, race a German BMW. Could do. When did this game come out? It was 2006. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have my car in it now because mine's a 12. But the old 320D BMW there, got a big filthy old diesel. Race that around the track. So we're sticking with the mighty Micra. We're just going to have to put a bit more power into it. And I think we're going to go for the stage 2 turbo. We don't have enough money. Shit. 40 grand for a stage 3. Mental. But that does bump up the horsepower or something wicked, doesn't it? Go back to the beginner events there. Grand Valley. Twin Ring. We played this one before. This might have a bit of a more realistic winning opportunity. If I just adjust the screen settings here now. Yeah, there we go. Just bring a bit more vibrancy into it. 172 points, so that basically... There's a Colt! There's a Cyborg in front of me. I want it. It's a blue one as well. I used to have a 1.3 blue one. Well, it's just going to be a race to the grace. So we've got 206, a Golf, Mondeo, an Alfa Romeo, or not an Alfa, It's an alpha, isn't it? Yeah. And then the Colt and the micro. Yeah, I've no chance. They're already leaving me here. They're leaving me. I'm not even super familiar with this track. Okay, well I kind of caught him in the bends. I think they're a bit more gingerly when it comes to the... Oh, they're fighting. Don't ram the Colt. Oh god, just barely missed you. My only mission is to try beat the Myvec. If I can do that, as unlikely as it is with all the straights in this feckin' track, that's what I'm aiming for. Oh, it turned in way too early there. Where was I going as well? You know, I'm going to try hard mode here with my bumper cam. You can actually hear the turbo a little bit better in this view as well. It's not looking likely I'm going to catch that. Because you can see the roll in the car when you hit the brakes, it just dives into the tarmac. Hit the limiter there. Did you hear that? It sounded nice. Well, as nice as Gran Turismo engine sound, they were never the strongest. Those sound like robotic almost. No, I like that. That was nicely taken now. I'm good with that. I think it's just gonna need a faster car to get better at driving with the wheel in this. Eating all the curb I can. No, I'm not gonna catch that Colt. I'm in the exact position I deserve to be in, second to last, because that's about as much power and handling that this car has to offer. Oh, come on, slow down. In you go. Yeah, even when I'm driving it hard, I just cannot keep up. I'm only just going to keep going to the finish line to get my participation money. Oh shit. Okay, I kind of got lazy on that bend now, that's my own fault. I don't know if we'll actually do much better with a stage 2 turbo, but like it's not going to hurt though. Massive amounts of body roll might actually help with the weight transfer. Yeah, thankfully you can't flip in this game, or at least I've never done it, so. But we could find out yet. Bit of weight reduction wouldn't probably go astray in this either. But if you can't solve the problem with power, then I don't know how to fix it, you know? Oh no, I've run out of lovely monster. Wolf says, well, hey Ducky, how's Sean? Sean's alright, but Sean's been better. So is there other stuff I haven't explored in the special condition events? Oh, that's a rally, isn't it? Yeah. Forgot this game had rally. I don't remember it being particularly good, but... European event. Is there like a manufacturer race? Can you do like just like a micro race, I wonder? One make races. Yeah, let's have a look. Race of the Red Emblem. March Brothers. Oh, can I enter that? As long as you have a Micra or a March G. Yeah, there we go. It's a bit more air speed now, lads. I think we found something. I don't have a license. Oh crap, I'm gonna need a license for that. Is it license time, lads? I think it might be license time. You get it like a reasonably decent car for doing the license anyway, don't you? You know, like a Mazda concept car or something. Can't quite remember. We're just gonna do the B license really quick. We're only gonna go for bronze though, because I'll be here all day playing it otherwise. You can kind of get bogged down in the licenses, like aiming for silver and gold. I'm just gonna do this in my preferred view here real quick. Oh, silver off the bat. Not a bad one. You don't need a license if you're a fast enough driver. That's fair enough, I suppose. That's one way to live your life. Another straw. I hate these braking ones because you just about 2 runs are just thrown away from trying to hone in where you should be exactly hitting the brake. Jesus. So used to the Micra, I'm not used to a car that can actually pull. Could have braked earlier. Well, that'll do. I pressed the brake. Yeah, why are people clapping? You press the brake, yeah. It's a shame about the, like, you can't... Oh wait, no, I just realised the fail music is in that, isn't that Duffman song? I want to be careful with that, because even though I have the music turned off in this, because I don't want to get fucking copyright strike, I think that music is still in the game. So if I fail, I just need to hit continue as quickly as possible. So what do I do here? I'm just going around the bend, I assume. Got a car with actual speed. I don't know what to do. Oh, oh, that was a terrible line. That was an awful, dreadful line. I'm not going to get that, am I? I will just about. Fuck it, I'll take it. We're speed running the license. Better some Mustang owners in the US. Oh, deleted. What's the story, says Jay? How we getting on, lad? Wonder if I just drive one-handed there. The old one-handed Scooby Joe there, one hand on the old gear stick, the other one on the steering wheel. And you just slamming the gear stick as hard as you can. Oh, gentle, out wide. Fuck it, go for the late apex. Missed it entirely, but fuck it, this'll do. Oh, silver. Happy enough with that. I've forgotten how many oh, I hate these full laps. They give you the slowest car in the world, oh, Mini Cooper. But I wonder, how many tests is there? It's like 15 or something, is it? I wonder has anybody ever modded Gran Turismo to like pass out the safety car for a laugh just to see if it just glitches out or what it does. I know back when I was playing Gran Turismo way back in the day, I actually unlocked the safety car. You can win it in some sort of event. Can't remember what race it was now, but it was actually quite cool having it. One thing I actually did in this game way back when was the 24-hour endurance race. There is actually endurance races in this game, and there is 24 hours races you can do. But it has this function in the game called, is it B-spec or A-spec drivers or whatever. Basically you can kind of put it on autopilot and kind of give it a rough idea of how aggressive to drive, and then just let it run for the night. That's pretty much what I did. I drove myself in the race for about 6 hours and just lapped everybody by miles. Got way ahead of them, so I could just get the B-spec driver to be driving like relatively safely, and just let it run overnight. Got up the next morning and he was still going and he was still ahead, so I was like, ah, happy days. I actually won the race. I can't remember what I won for that. It defeats me now, but I was just chasing the 100% back then, you know. Back when you're able to have the attention span of a teenager. Oh, not on the final bend. Oh, I nearly got the silver. Started watching your videos this year, Ducky. You're very funny. Ah, thanks very much. Glad you enjoy them. Glad you knock a bit of a laugh, bit of crack out of them. Endurance races are amazing. Yeah. They are. That's one thing I missed when I was playing like Forza. They didn't really. I don't know if it's Forza 7. I don't know if it didn't have the fuel or the tires. And I think it was the tires. It didn't have tire wear or something like that. And I hated that because I'm like, what's the respecting game? With Gran Turismo 4, it's fucking tire wear. I didn't even look. This is another brake test one, is it? I better look over here so I can see where the brake is. The braking zone is. It's a big heavy old car now, so judging this braking zone will be a bit overshot it. No. Oh, got a silver. There's some of these that are like so stupidly hard for no good reason. Like even the bronze is stupidly hard to get, where you have to like brake at such a precise point that you're just barely on the finishing mark. Irish Lover says, hit the like button, everyone. Yeah, get a loud like spike, as I believe the bigger streamers call it, isn't it? The old Twitch streamers. Well, I tear this fucking Dodge Viper down the road. I used to love the Dodge Viper. I still do. There's an 8-year-old boy in me loves the Dodge Viper. They're just a mental looking car. Like, look at that. How mental is that? It's got a Viper as well, like, oh shit now, so. Oh god, way overshot that, way overshot. No, don't let the DMC music play. Oh, shit. $1 mil doing endurance race. Oh god. I do one for like a charity stream, but the problem is then it's real hard to kind of read chat and concentrate on the road at the same time. Especially if you're driving anything relatively fast. I think I braked way too early there. Hold on. We'll just just freewheel it there. Just. I'll take it. That'd be a really difficult one to judge. The S-Class license gold times are nearly impossible. You could be at it for hours just getting one. Yeah, I was at it for hours. When I was young fella, I had gold on most of the licenses. But I just remember like some of them just been like ridiculous. It wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Just got the silver. Like anything in certain games where you just get this mad difficulty spike and you're like, where did that come out of it all? They do coffee breaks in this game as well. Don't know, here's one right now, speaking of the devil. Get through the cones and stop. Now if I remember right, you can just kind of go at these at an angle because they're like set out like a pyramid shape. And we're going to go with this view. So you can just kind of power through here. Shit! Just clipped one. Gran Turismo 2 is my favourite. It'll always be whichever one you really kind of get sucked into, it'll be your favourite. I played a little bit of Gran Turismo 1 and A-Spec, but Gran Turismo 4 is the one I definitely put the most time into. Ah, fucking missed it. Alright, fuck it, that'll do. Dude, you know what? No. I know I can get a faster time on that. Jan says, what was your first car? My very first car was a 1995 shit green Nissan Micra Classic. And it was, got me all the fanny as you'd imagine. Hey, there we go, silver. I wasn't a million miles away from gold either. Just gone Monday morning. Has it gone midnight already? It is. I have no idea how long I was streaming for. I have the chat window open properly this time, so I can actually keep on top of what you're all saying a lot easier. But it's blocking the like straight. Ah, fuck! And I was driving the BMW and all. But I've all that kind of info blocked. I'm really going to pay much heed to it. Right now, let's try this better. Yeah, that was much nicer. Oh, just slightly off the silver. Hold on, let me move this. Somebody said 3 hours, that's not right. Ah, that's not even, it's not even up there. Shit. Let's load and I can have a look here now. Where the feck is my time? Didn't even say it there either. It's so bizarre. Yeah, well, long enough. I'll figure it out later. Oh, full lap. Laguna Seca as well. Yeah, Laguna Seca. All flat out Laguna Seca, lads. I was playing a set of course today, was it yesterday, the day before, and I did a very stupid move and it was hilarious. It was like a problem that only ever happened on a racing wheel. I'd lost control and crashed the car and it restarted the race, but didn't realise that I hadn't recentered the steering wheel. It was turned to the left by 360 degrees, so when I like took off at the starting grid I just drove straight into the fucking pit wall. This was just, oh, to be an outsider looking in at that must have been hilarious. Ah, shit, hold it. Yeah, just came into that bend with a bit too much panache there now, a bit too much vigour. Is the Nordschleife on the game? It is, yeah. The old Nürburgring is in there. It is it's a death trap in this game because the handling is a bit stiff, and then the faster cars it's very jerky and whippy. You know, the kind of car has a lot of grip and then sometimes it doesn't. So you're like really brave on bends to get through them. And even at that, you know, it can be a bit vague. When I was testing this before I streamed, it was like this, the first track that came up was the Notchlife, and I went on it with like the Tom Supra, and I was like, God, I've forgotten how quickly this game can go. It's easy to be like, it's easy to be misled in the beginning of the game because you're always kind of driving slower cars, but once you're gonna get the cars, the faster cars, then the game really kind of gets real reactionary. But Jesus, the old safety car nearly went off there. Okay, that's probably the nicest bend I've taken in this game. So what do we have to get? At least a 228. Well, we've definitely got that. It's not going to take us 20 seconds to get down to the finish line. Maybe get a 218. We will. Silver, nice. A round of applause for myself there. Isn't the safety car right on goal time for these? Or at least time close? I don't think so. I think the safety car kind of keeps speed with you. I think it maintains a distance, certain distance on front of you. If I had to guess now. B11. I do hope... Oh, fucking hate rallying. I do hope B is the license that micro event wanted. Now, one thing I remember about this game was if you don't slide around in it, you're going to be quicker, which kind of sounds counterproductive to rallying. Oh god, this feels really painfully slow, but I know it's going to be faster than actually skidding around the place. Okay, I straight up failed that. Maybe if I just go for an outside view, that might help. Caleb gave me a golf clap. But just bury the shoes off. I'm just going to try that tactic. Well, bronze loot. If this was me now on my own time, I'd be sitting there grinding out the silver at least, just so I can get a mad car. Second thing, there we go. And I just send it. Oh, no, crap. You could hear the steering wheel spin around there in my hands. So sending it may not be the best option there. Okay, that's not too bad. No, that's not too bad. When Ducky proves a point, he really proves it. The first run was clearly faster. Oh shit, I hit retry, not retry. Shit. Well, fuck it, maybe we can go faster. I don't think the ghost work in this game, because that just kind of wanders off into the wall. I didn't even see me time for the first one, so this could be faster. No, it's about the same, I think. Who says, how do you get the gold on that one? That one's probably a particularly hard one, I'd say, from the all caps. Just joined DG4, my favourite. Well, welcome aboard there, Gerald. Jared? This is Jared, yeah. Right the second time, not too bad. We're just doing the old B license real quick there so I can enter more races. Free wheel it and late apex-ish. That wasn't terrible then. I got a gold! Yeah! The lovely music kicking in there. Up tomorrow now, it'll turn out all this music is copyright straight. Fast bend again. An old Infinity. One of these old American Hondas, isn't it? I felt a little bit too slow to win me any medals there now. Well, good enough for a bronze. Yeah, I could have went a little bit faster around that. Ducky, would you ever consider doing a collab with RT, Call Me Kevin and the rest of the Irish YouTuber crowd? Maybe. I don't know, I'm not a big socializer, as you can probably tell from at least one jab per video. Maybe. We put that in the maybe pile. I'd go on a session with a lot of people rather than do collabs. Sometimes collabs can feel a little bit forced, you know? You kind of don't know the people all that well, and you kind of don't know each other's humour, and can come across as a little bit awkward. Am I doing a full lap of this? Shit. What am I even fucking driving? No, that's the wrong... Continue. Oh god, not this fucking thing. Is it PT Cruiser? Is that what it is? I fucking hate these. I hate the full laps because it's very easy to like just step four wheels off onto the grass sometimes in certain bends, especially if you're not familiar with them. And you have to start the whole lap again. It's not a case of just like, you know, rejoining and continuing on, because the second you go off track it just fails you immediately. A really strict parent or something. I know somebody who daily drives one of those. The PT Cruisers, they're meant to be absolutely awful. I'll tell you one thing, they're certainly not a nice car to look at. They look like a shoe or something, I don't know how to describe it, like an old Doc Marten boot. It's like somebody looked at like one of those American style trucks and said, you know what, it'd be lovely if you could make one of them but really small. It's like the proportions just don't match. It's like, let's get a 1960s, even older, 1940s pickup truck there and make it look like, and bring it into the new age. It's like, it looks like a dated styling. That's the best way you can describe it. You look at it. Disgusting. There's a fun fact when you're doing these licenses as well. If you stay right behind a safety car, you can draft off it. So you'll actually go slightly faster when you're directly behind it. Docs have cred, yeah, Doc Martens do have cred. They made a version with wood panels on the side. Yeah, that was a weird trend in cars, you know, the wood on the outside. It's like when you walk into an old woman's house nowadays and you see like floral curtains and like everything in her bathroom is pink or you know, mint green or something like that. Just dates it immediately. Oh, God, I wasn't prepared for an immediate bend. Okay, this is not going to be a fast time. Driving an old 1 Series Beamer though. Should feel a little bit like home. Oh, dip two wheels on. I could do a better lap than what I was doing there anyway. Did you hear the sound of this? It doesn't even sound like a car. It's still Gran Turismo robotic sounds. Not too bad, that should be enough. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Oh, that was the graduation test. Okay. I mean, I get my license now? Hey! I can now drive a small hatchback and a tractor. And I win a Volkswagen Lupo. It's weird that it doesn't have the drum roll sound for some reason playing. I must have the sound effect music turned on for that. Now, well, I'll tell you one thing. I will never use that Lupo, so that's going on sale now straight away. It's a 1.4. It's 100 brake horsepower. That's actually not terrible for what it is. What do I get if I sell it? 3 grand is actually, you know what, it's probably not even worth selling. You can actually drive a tractor in that game. Can you? I know you can drive the old Model T Ford. Or, oh no, it's the Mercedes, the really old Mercedes. Where's Germany? It's Belgium. I feel like it's got a, yeah, there it is, Germany. Mercedes, yeah. I think you get it for like winning one of the licenses or something. I can't remember exactly where you get it. Yeah, that one. The Benz patent motorwagen. And the Dalmar motor carriage. They have like 2 horsepower or something like that. 0 horsepower on that one. And that one doesn't even register. But yeah, you can actually get them in the game and drive them. They do like 7 to 12 miles an hour. I can get the data car style. I'm a big fan of the box body pickup trucks. Used to have them in the 70s and early 2000s. Yeah, they have that very American styling to them, alright. It was sarcasm, yes, my sarcasm detector is broken right now. It's like an old Bond car, is it? Classic. When you start driving them cars now, that's where the game starts getting really fucking mental. Because you're just absolutely sending it down straights. It's nuts. I don't have an odd green panel on the back of that one as well. Let's see. Jeremy with the $5 says, love your stories and absolutely miss playing the game back in the day. Oh, GT4, yeah. It's a great game. So many fond memories of wallowing away my childhood playing this game. It's endless fun. So that's why I couldn't think of a better game to properly break in the old racing wheel than GT4, you know? But for now, we're going to get this march and see if we can enter this. Tires, no restrictions. Game mode, single race. It's actually letting me enter it now, I think. Yes, it is, finally. Now, we can take it to them. Cheers to the super chat, Jeremy. Didn't thank you for that there. Now, the autumn ring. We know this one and we know it well. Oh, Jesus, that's not looking good. It's like 102 points. That means I'm at a disadvantage here somewhere. Right. We'll go back into Cynthia appreciation view. So the track we were doing originally at the beginning, but the reversed version of it. The turbo should give us a little bit of an edge in straight line speed, but this really isn't a straight line track. It's 4 laps though, so we'll have at least a little bit of a chance of catching up. Can I cheese it a little bit? Just cover your eyes, lads. Just cheesing it there doesn't really help at all. Oh god. Got a little bit unsettled there. Not as much as him, Jesus. Absolute mad lad driving that one. Oh god. My driving is a bit weak in this one. Me lacking me stage 2 turbo here now has really been felt. I would have thought now I'd have a better chance keeping up with these lads with the upgrades to the car, but seemingly not. No, I think this is more of a handling circuit, and that's something I've not paid any attention to yet with this car. We're just going to have to focus on taking bends a little bit better. Is that an old micro? Well, obviously they're all old micros and marches as they call them, but we're just going to have to... Sorry there, buddy. Oh. Okay, that didn't work. If anything, that just let the pack on front get ahead of me a bit further. So I just need some sort of upgrade that stops the car kind of bogging down when the steering wheels are in a bit more of a lock. So probably weight reduction. Oh, the cutback. Ducky, professional driver at your service. You fucking... How does he ram me in the side and the inside and he gets ahead of me? I just... The physics in this game are so broken sometimes. They're just kind of skewed towards the AI. What? I never thought I'd feel like I had the fattest car in the field. Wow. I'm gonna have to go into like racer mode here, see if this helps. I can't come last in this race. I wonder, is it just because you need like a license for this particular race? It's like AI is programmed to be a little bit harder on, so they like drive the cars a little bit faster. That's probably it. I didn't really factor that in. Jeez, he gets very squirrely, doesn't he? Fuck, last place. Shit. That was a poor that's a poor showing by me now, that was. No, we don't need to see replay of that. That's just nothing but shame, that. Racing tires and suspension. No, I'm still mad to get that a stage 2 turbo. I just want to brute force it at this stage, you know. None of them are going to be any more ideal. Beginner. We're just gonna have to go in here. Front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, mid range. The lightweight cup. We could always try that. The Micra is too big to enter the lightweight cup. Oh my god. I never thought I'd see the day where you couldn't enter a Micra into a lightweight cup. Damn. Where's the safe space when you need it? Do you know what? We're going to change the tunes now. I've been playing house music all this while. We'll switch it up to some hi-fi. Something a bit more uplifting. But I'm just going to take like a vape break there. I'm going to grab a drink. Hold on there now when I reach for it. Oh, there's an old bottle of water out of me reach there. The Micra will beat Ferraris after a stage 2 turbo. Well, that's the plan. That's what I'm hoping. Just make it all power. You know, the second we get to a straight, just leave them all sitting. You're going to get battered in these races, Ducky. Yeah, probably. What's wrong with the in-game music? I'll get a copyright strike. That's why, because like it's fine when you're in the menus, I think, but the second you get into the game, it starts like playing like copyrighted music and stuff, so like actual tracks, so it's not ideal. So Hong Kong, Grand Valley. We'll go to the Grand Valley. Sure, that'll be grand, won't it? The hint is in the name, you know. We should be grand. Try turning off the traction control in the next race. Alright, we'll have a gander. Do I change it from here? Driving aids, there it is. So what's it? Understeer adjustment, traction controller. We'll drop it down to 2. We'll try that. It might give me a bit more power out of the bends, alright, yeah. So we'll give it a whirl. Oh god, there's even faster cars in this. Oh, she's spinning wheels. They're all creeping away. So this race was fun while it lasted. We'll just creep around there. Cheers, Zim. I'll give that a read there after this race. A bit more slippery, but it's actually, yeah, it's letting me hold a bit more speed. But it's a bit more slippery would be the word I'd use. Maybe that's where the speed could be made up now. It's just powering out of bends like that. That traction, turning down the traction control might have been the thing that changes it. I think it was actually this track that I did the 24-hour endurance race on as well. I remember this track kind of for wrong reasons, for misery, for just seeing too much of it. Oh god, I could have done that better, and I ended up just kind of boosting him. See, this is where I'm going to lose speed now, unless I'm a bit cute. No, fuck. Just gonna kind of dart in front of him and hope he'll give me a little bit of a ram boost. Or now bump draft. Is that what they call it? I'm just kind of making up some places in those like S-bends, but as soon as I reach the straights, I kind of lose an awful lot of me momentum and me ground. Just chuck it up. Yep, just run you wide, get out of my way. I just need to kind of keep an eye behind me there and just hopes that if they're going to pass me, I'm going to like steal some of their speed by getting them to ram me. Plain filthy, that's the only way I can do that in here. Oh, get over, get over. Oh, shit. Didn't turn over quick enough. Ah, fuck. This thing with the steering wheel is like way less sensitive. Like, you have to do wilder inputs to get it to move. Well, I'm going to get my I took place medal. 200 quid. It's like the slowest grind ever to get to me stage 4. I'm almost better going back to the beginning and just launching it around one of the tracks once or twice real quick. So Zim the Despot has super chat 5 quid, says, I really like these smaller chats and live streams. Trying to get the questions all answered on the Razor Fist live stream is annoying. I haven't even seen how many people are watching now, as you mentioned. It's effort. It's probably this hour, probably 100 or 200 anyway. If I had to take a ballpark guess. Current viewers 130. Yeah, not fair off. Yeah, smaller streams are a lot more chill, even for me. That's kind of why I tend to stream a bit more at night, because the chat is a little less mental as well. You can kind of keep on top of things a lot easier. I'm gonna go back into my Sunday Cup. I was winning there. This is my safe space. It's Lumi VR has become a member. Welcome to the channel, lad. There's a post on the back end of the channel if you don't see it, but it's one of my earlier posts for all the like exclusive content. So the links to all that there you can find. Welcome aboard, and I hope you enjoy. Which one did I say this? I'm going to do this one. I'm just going to. Yeah, fuck it, clear them. Makes no odds to me as long as I still get to keep the money. Cool, entry. Don't think you need more mods for the chat, Ducky. Oh, I think you need more mods for the chat, do I? I already have like 10. Granted, they're not always on, but that just makes me laugh every time the fucking game just launches it across. It's like it predicts what I'm going to do. I'm gone so used to cheating this particular race that I don't know if I can do it without cheating, you know? Oh. Okay, that was an awkward collision now, that was. Oh, sorry lads, it's just not in me anymore. I have to. It just makes the race too easy. I'm trying to speed run to me stage 4 turbo. Fuck yeah. Or me stage 4 turbo, it says me stage 2. Sorry, focusing and driving, or talking and driving is a difficult thing. If I was cruising along a motorway now, it'd be grand, but when you're actually trying to win races, thought I wasn't going to make it around there. Oh, shit, nowhere to go. Well, I have this fella caught anyway. What is it? Is it a Civic or something? I can't make it out. An X4, whatever that is. Wow, ungracious bastard. Just, they're not one bit gentle in this game at all. Yeah, you go that way, I'll go this way, right? We'll just call it quits on that. No, that's better. Settle in there now. Come on now, Jacinta, you dirty bitch. Get a nice big pair of tits in the shape of a stage 2 turbo there now, and you'll have all the lads looking. Oh, lovely, lovely. Beautiful. Cheating duckstert. Do this. Well, I'm grinding now. I know at this stage I could win the race fairly, but it's just I want it over quicker so I can get my turbo so I can actually start winning proper races, you know? What was it, like 12,400 for the turbo? We haven't made bad progress though. We got the Sunday Cup and is it Twin Ring? Was that the other easy one? I think so. But yeah, we got the B license. We got ourselves a mighty Micra that goes by the name of Jacinta. We've given it a turbo and a few other little tweaks here and there. So I wouldn't call that bad progress so far in this stream. We just need the stage 2 turbo and some little tweaks here and there now, and she'll be ready for the even bigger races. Send the Lupo and you can get the turbo. I could, but then if there's like a Lupo exclusive race, then it's better to hold on to it, because you do have like certain races in the game where only certain cars qualify, so you always have that thing in the back of your mind that if I hang on to that, I might actually need that for a race in the future, you know? Going by horsepower alone, the Lupo would have been a better job to modify, because, well, I wouldn't, in my heart of hearts, I would have preferred the Micra, but it already has 100 horsepower. And here's me trying to trying to stick a stage 2 turbo into a... Oh, jeez, I'm after losing control, lads. Well, we're gone again. Oh, we're gone. Fuck. What? Oh my god. What luck is that? So lucky there. Wouldn't believe it. But yeah, throwing a stage 2 turbo into a 1 litre Micra. That's where I am now. Well, we'll vape and brake on the straight here. Why not? Oh, I got a bit lazy with that one. We're catching up. Robin's racing. What's that? Oh, that's the old NASCAR saying, isn't it? Oh, there I can chat there. Oh god, oh fuck, I'm after losing it again. Oh no, we're gonna have to take the safety road. Oh, there we go. Bit of black ice on that bit of road there, lads. I don't know what it is. Say somebody drops some oil or something, I don't know. I just can't keep it straight on that bit of the road, you know? Irish Liver says it's Gay Tuesday somewhere, huh? It's Gay Tuesday tomorrow now. Only 24 hours away from having... Oh, fuck. Wow. That's going to be disastrous. Only 24 hours away from having farts with no sound. I can hear him on my right. A little bit of a boost here. Good man. No? I will take this properly now this time. Oh no, shit, I forgot about the black ice. Oh god. Oh, and I really wants to and all. Has that gotten old yet for anyone? Well, it's all in the name of a turbo, lads. It's alright. Trying to put an F1 engine to a Ford Transit. That's one thing about Forza. You can put like almost any engine into any car. Well, you know, you can get goofy with it. You can put like diesel engines in fucking sports cars and just ridiculous things entirely. That's what's so fun about it. You can go real bonkers with the customization. Just before that now, just want to go back and see. I think it was 12,400 for the turbo, but I'm not sure. Imagine actually going to Nismo in real life. I was like, yeah, I want a turbocharged me micro there. What can you do for me, lads? Yeah, I need another 300 quid. So you're gonna have to sit there and watch me absolutely legit win a race again. I think the... Actually, no, the drive park is probably quicker. It's a much shorter lap. Upgrade Glenita's box. Oh, Glenita's, that's how Jacinta. I've never seen Jacinta written down now that I think about it, so yeah. You could be right with that spelling. I always imagine a big dirty J though. Have you ever owned any interesting cars? Not really, no. I had the Micra, I had a Corsa, I had three Colts. Three Colts. I had a Golf, I had Jetta and 2 BMWs. Well, they just literally stopped on the racing line. So nothing too mental. And even the strangest thing out of a lot of them was probably the Corsa, and I only had that for like about 2 weeks. It was like my brother's missus was selling it, and I was planning on buying it off her, which I kind of did, but I had it for like 2 weeks, and then I asked her could I get a refund because I really hated driving it. It was such a horrible car to drive. There was like this bump on my way to work. I used to always take in my normal cars, and I used to take it with a bit of vigor. It was kind of just on the exit of a bend. It was just a dip in the road. I used to always take it with a bit of vigor, but when I took it in the Corsa, it actually bounced out of the divot. Like the car nearly caught air. The whole thing came really light, and I just nearly fishtailed the fucking thing into a ditch. I just wasn't prepared for how vague the steering was. You kind of had to give the car about 2 weeks notice if we were going to turn it around the bend, you know. But beyond that, no, nothing too strange. Oh, I'm just miles away from the apex. I'm like reading as I'm driving. I'll probably start doing this track blind now at this stage. Ducky, the Micro is well suited to the last. Oh, it was well suited to be the stock back in the day, yeah. I don't know if I told this story before. I knew somebody who had a Micro way back when, and what he used to do was he had the boot of the Micro filled with cement blocks, so he could like handbrake turn it around the bend to make it look like he was drifting. And my god, he fucking drift that Micro, I swear. He was a decent pilot, I'll give him that much. But yeah, he used to just throw it around the bend, and you'd swear it was like an S15 coming around the bend with the angle he used to get in. Now, we're entering stage 2 turbo money now. $600 reduce. Did you have a stage 2 turbo on my Micra? No, the only modifications I did to my Micra, because I was also broke when I had a Micra, was seat covers, coloured seat covers, or nice and blue to clash with the green in the car. And I did an induction kit, forced induction, so yeah, just an air filter. And it sounded pretty good, I won't lie, for what it was, a 1 litre Micra engine with an induction kit. It sounded fucking mental. I was coming down the road in it one day, and I was being told the story after the fact. Hold on now, and I just turbocharged this stage 2. There we go. A stage 2 turbo on the old girl. But coming down the road, I was flat out in the Micra, and you know, I was hitting the limiter in every gear as you do. And the lads were telling me after the fact, they said they heard the car come down the road and they're all trying to speculate on what it was. I was like, is that an STI Subaru, is it? Or is that a Civic? What is it? And then my shitty fucking poo green Micra turns the corner and barely moves by it, you know, flat out at 60 miles an hour. And they said it was one of the funniest things they've ever seen. Which I got a great laugh out of it as well. Time to get some revenge, hopefully. We'll see now. We'll see how we go. Ducky, you think who do you think will win the F1 championship? I don't really follow F1 at all, so I couldn't tell you. Couldn't even name you a driver if you asked me to. I probably really should watch it though, because it is like one of them things I would probably enjoy. Right, let's see the launch on this. Alright, we've got a bit of wheel spin. Okay, they're not immediately vanishing. That's a good sign. It doesn't look like I'm going to be handed this race though, so I'm going to have to try a little bit. Okay, we got up to 5th, not too bad. Oh, sorry, now I had to bully my way in there, and now I'm really feeling the lack of a good tyre. Well, I got the pace on him anyway, so pace is probably the most important thing I need right now. So, and they're not so far away that I can't catch up. Just a bit of careful precision driving now, and this should come off well. Oh, hate that. I don't know, so the AI just do that when you're like kind of right up on top of them. They just brake check you. Out of the grass, thank you. Nope. You stay where you are now, 206. Oh god, no grip. Starting to slide. Okay, I took them bends alright now. So 3rd is not a bad result if that's where we end up. We have a whole other lap now to actually catch up. And they're not pulling away, so I might be able to catch them in the bends if I'm cute enough. Okay, that was a bit of a... Okay, I've just about saved it. The car is just so vague when the arse of it gets a bit light when you're on the downhill. Okay, 2nd place is possible here. What's that, a Corolla up ahead of me? I think it's a Corolla. Whatever car's in 1st is just starting to vanish now, so... But this is a much better result this time around so far. Oh god, no, I don't want to help him. And I don't want to be on the outside. Yeah, no, the handling is kind of leading me down a little bit there now, but to be fair, the power is making up for a lot of deficiencies of that. Now let's try as straight line this as possible through here. 2 wheels were still on the curb, it counts. Oh no, no. Oh god, that was disastrous. Oh, you shit. Oh, not you as well. No. Oh man, this couldn't have fucking blown up in my face anymore. Right in the last fucking bend. Oh no. Well, shit. I had it all and I blew it. Oh, the bigger you are, the harder you fall, lads. That's heartbreaking. That's fucking heartbreaking. Just got a bit too, just entered the corner with a bit too much ambition, you see. And lost it all. Got too big for my boots. Oh. Key ring of shame. Did I only improve by a place? Alfie says 12.5 grand for one place. Well, to be fair, it wasn't the car that let me down there in that last bend, it was just me. So we're going to go Suzuka. Did I have a super chat come through there that I didn't read? I did. Noel Malone with the £2 says, do you have any good boy racer tips or stories, lad? I told a really good one on the What's the Quack podcast before, if you're watching that, where one night I pulled over a PJ because I had a blue strobe inside my car, and PJ was coming into town and I was like hiding away in a little industrial estate so I could see him pass by but he wouldn't see me, and sure enough he passed by. Now he didn't have a tap on the window, he didn't have any tax insurance or NCT in the car, so it was especially cunty of me to do it, but it was just hilarious. So the second he passed by, it just was like fucking 11-12 o'clock at night, he passed by, and I shot out behind him with the blue strobe flashing inside the car, and he thought it was the guards. And I basically put the shits up him to the point where he didn't like speak to me for about 3 days after I fucking frightened him that much, because he just thought he was fucked. Right, we're going up against a cyborg now again. Let's see if we do any better. Try not to spin the wheels at the start. Suzuka I'm a bit more familiar with now because I race this track a bit on Assetto, and I believe it's on Forza as well if I'm right. We'll just creep up the inside here. Oh no. Just give me a bit of a boost. I just want to kind of creep in front of you for the boost. Driving in this view isn't my favourite either. I kind of find it a bit more difficult to aim for the apex. You're just going to slow down. Yeah, I'll just go up your inside there. Yeah, grand. Lads, we're in first. Say nothing. Oh, I don't want to go into the pits. Nobody fucking jinx it. Fucking never open my chat window. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now, back at it. That 206 has got some fucking pace on it. Well, that's probably as good as I can take that bend in this car now. You have to kind of be a bit timid on the brakes and a little bit more brave with the steering wheel. This is like when you're racing, was it a GT3 cars on this track? Them bends are almost impossible to nail. Oh, it's 3 laps. Damn it. I get a nice little bit of a gap on the 206, but he seems to catch me at the end of the straights, which is not good. Gotta love the rubber banding in these old games. Is there? I don't know if there is actually rubber banding in GT4. And if there is, it's not as obvious as other games, like Need for Speed or that. I feel like as far as like the older games go, Gran Turismo 4 is a bit more fair. Thing is though, they have like the cars you're going up against are kind of slightly randomized. They kind of come from a pool, so some races can be a lot easier than others. You'll end up with like a whole grid of like easier cars to beat, or then you can just end up with a grid with one bastard at the front that's really difficult to beat. Sometimes the game cheats as well. I was watching this video on YouTube the other day, and I was talking about there's certain cars in the game that have like a fixed horsepower, or the player can only get the horsepower up so high. But when you're racing against it, it's like 20 horsepower faster. It shows up as 20 horsepower faster, so it's like they've programmed it to be a bit more competitive for that race or something, you know. Release my inner boy racer, yeah, I did. You really learn nothing about racing from being a boy racer, to be quite honest. How to drive fast in a straight line, how to change gears quickly. That's probably as much as you learn. You're brave enough how to drive a country road at 3 o'clock in the morning. But we won one, lads. And we won one fairly. We didn't cut any corners there. We didn't like intentionally ram people off. We're making progress. Good things are starting to happen. Now I don't know what to do next for the car. Do I want weight reduction, or do I want tires? I suppose the exhaust probably wouldn't help. The exhaust and forced induction and all that. That wasn't super expensive. What do I think of GT7? I'll have to get a fucking PlayStation for that, won't I? Because they won't release it on PC. Although somebody was telling me there is a way to play it on PC, but you kind of need to already own it on PS 5. Is that what they're on now? You need to own it on that. Sorry, now I'm just gonna manhandle my way through here because I don't want to lose pace with first place. But there's some sort of remote play or something you can do. I don't know. Oh god. Just clipped it. Fuck. Wow, I really don't like this track already. Wow, it's really narrow. Could you imagine this actually being a racetrack in real life? Please tell me it's not. You simply couldn't overtake it. That's a cunt of a bend. Do you know what I'd actually like to see? Do you guys ever watch Boundary Break on YouTube? It's this guy who basically takes games and goes outside the map and explores them and stuff like that. I find that stuff really interesting. Shit, what the developers left in the games and stuff. I'd love to see one with Gran Turismo. Like, look at all that bit of map there. Wouldn't you love to have a gander around and see what's going on there? The problem is now I'm so unfamiliar with this track. Oh god, I can't get any kind of pace to it. This track now, I don't recall this one being used too much in this game, so I can't imagine it's a fan favourite. Unless it's the one that has the ramps in it, but I doubt it. Oh, sorry buddy, gonna have to use you as a bit of a buffer there if you don't mind. Good man. Oh, he's catching me. Yep. That was a wild swing from him there, wasn't it? Did you see the Mini Cooper? It bucked its back legs like an old wild horse. That's a one hell of a curb on the inside there, huh? Third position's not too bad so far. It's a podium. Oh god, the gears could do with a bit of a tweaking in this. It's very slow. And now I'm kind of out here in no man's land now as the two take off ahead, and then I'm leaving the rest behind. Ah shit, slightly turned in too early. Actually got air over that. Steering wheel went completely light for a second. Can I take this flat? If I just lift slightly. Yeah. Here we go. Starting to learn the track a little bit. And right at the finish line when I start catching him. Damn it. I improved slightly though. Not too bad. Okay, it's next Sunday in Sky Sports. Last race and the top two are tied on points. I must give it a gander, yeah. That's the old F1 for those of you not keeping up with the chat. Emulation isn't perfect for this game. No, it's not perfect, but it's better than the original, if that makes sense. Like, it certainly looks a hell of a lot better than actually dragging out your PS2, but I suppose you get the nostalgia of playing it on an older telly back then. Unless you got the original version with the... Is it not the PAL version, the NSTS version of it? I have enough money for something, but we'll try our hands at this one, and then we'll have a gander at what else we can do. Twin rings, oh, this one with all the straights. Yeah, now that I have a stage 2 turbo, I might fare a little bit better. You ever watched the wrestling? Says Stanley. No, I haven't watched that in years now. Back last time I used to watch wrestling, The Rock and Stone Cold and Mankind and all them were in it. The old Hardy Boys, all that kind of stuff. Now, nice long cam straights with, you know, reasonably familiar bends. I'll turn in slightly too early for a lot of these bends. Just saying that sentence that I'm never comfortable saying. I'm coming up your insides. Sounds filthy, doesn't it? Oh god. He did that now. I nearly fucking lost it altogether. Oh, that's the thing they had in Top Gear, wasn't it? They tried to turn it into a convertible. If you could not ram me off the track, that'd be lovely. That's the only way this game really shows its age, by how bad the fucking AI is. Can you flash me there? Okay, I haven't lost for first place, so that's a good sign. When I was reading with the fucking the parts for this, it says the exhaust kit really benefits if you have a turbo. But it doesn't benefit it in the horsepower, but maybe it will actually with the acceleration and stuff. Maybe that's a bit more desirable right now. I wonder what's going on in the F1. These are all F1 mad lads. Thought Ducky had a Mirage Cyborg. I did. I had many cars. It's just the Cyborg wasn't available when I was picking out my car, so I had to go with the old Micra. Oh god, not the perfect line in there. Just gonna draft him there now and see if that helps. Where's the finish line? So back the other way. Just a bit of a lunge there. It'll have to do. We've got a second place. Is that 11? What am I? Just gonna be a little bit braver on the brakes. One thing I noticed about this game is the AI is like they tend to brake a little bit too early, so that's one place you can really make up ground. Oh. Unless you fucking beans it like I did there. Just stay in front of him. That's just block him. You're not now get back, lads. This is my position. Yeah, stay out of my draft. Yeah, another one in the bag. Brilliant. It's more effectively move the combustion pressure wave through the engine system. That sounds like it makes sense, but then again, you could have just made that up and I'd probably believe it. What are the thoughts on Derek Dew? I don't know whether that's a race driver. Y'all gone race mad in the chat there. Grand Valley. Do you know what? I think I'm going to risk it for a biscuit and actually put forced induction in this and see what it give me a little bit of an acceleration advantage. I wonder how much it is I've spent on this car so far. 4.5 for the race and air filter and all that. You know what, we'll go with this one. Bumps up the horsepower a little bit. High RPM range, dramatic effect if installed with a turbo car with a large exhaust volume. On naturally aspirated engine, mechanical turn-ons also required to compensate low speed torque. We'll try that and then we'll go, was it like 1,000 for a weight reduction? Yeah, we'll lower the weight and increase the exhaust. So she'll certainly be a bit pokier to take off and move forward. And with the weight reduction, it'll make it a little bit easier on the bends. The mighty Jacinta now, she's quick. So we'll bring it around this one again now. I might be on par with a few of them on a straight line speed. Hit the supercharge. It's like 12 grand for the supercharger. I'll be here all night trying to grind for that. Oh, the sound! Did you hear that? She's got the old sports exhaust in her now. Just cranked it. Have a listen. Just revving it out. Whoop. It's still very squirrely on the brakes. Whoa. Oh, that works as braking as well, just slam into the back of somebody. Yeah, it does accelerate a little bit better now. That's actually nice. I can kind of break away from them. I'll try not to fucking bottle it on the last bend this time. Go for that late apex. Cut the corner slightly. Jeez, we're backfired and everything. See that? We got sparks from the exhaust. We're up against an Astra. Oh god. And then actually use your draft here. Just gonna cut that slightly. I've no tires that actually make that line a bit straighter, so. Okay, a little bit of a mess up there, but we didn't completely fuck it up. We've still got a second place. I love the sound out of it now. It sounds so good. In this view, you can actually see behind me. God, I can hear the turbo and everything, the wind. Oh, this is great. I actually love this view. This view just makes it seem so much more dramatic as well. You're like lower to the road, everything's like flying past you a little bit quicker. Makes the road seem a little bit wider as well, so you can actually feel, you can be a little bit more precise with the steering. Look at that. You wouldn't think this is a micro in this view, would you? And then you jump back. Right. Give me this view for this bend here, I'll try to take it normally. Seeing as there's no real chance of catching him in front. Oh no. I held it though, I didn't beans it. Slow down more than I need to for that, but I'd rather not throw it into a wall in the last bend. It's just hilarious having a micro sounding like that. One in now with a backfire and exhaust. It's 150 brake horsepower the micro's at now. That's what I was almost on par with the Colt. I think the Colt was standard, the Cyborg. I think there was 165 out of the factory, if memory serves. Right, we got a trophy on everything, so bar this track. So we'll have to give this one a go, and we'll at least get the top 3. We'll be doing all right. Sounds fast. Is that a Subaru? Where we go now? The one to decide all of them. Oh shit! What track is this? Oh, this one. Yeah. I'm going to go back into my try-hard view now. I'm going to need it for this. And take all the slipstream you have to offer, please and thank you. Speak of the devil, there's a cyborg right there. Oh, let me through. Oh, you fuck. Nearly went straight into the back of him. I'm gonna have to jump across you there now, because you're in me way. Jacinta can't wait around for everyone. Oh, it's too much fun playing this game with a racing wheel. It just feels like a whole new game when you got a racing wheel. Actually been able to feel the curves on the inside as you go over them, and feel them when the arse of the car steps out. Oh, it's just great. I'm gonna fucking micro it as an absolute rocket now at this stage. Let's see what we get down the straight on this. Actually, I haven't checked the speed since we've upgraded. Right, 104. We're past my real life record anyway. Oh god. I didn't clock that. Was it about 115? I think that was it? Do you know what? I think a combination between this view and the upgrades to the car now, and we're just doing a hell of a lot better now. Oh, just 2 wheels were still in the road, it still counts. Oh. You can just hear the spitting flames at the back and everything. Great crack. Love a tunnel in a car with a big exhaust. There's that tunnel below in Cork. Was it Jack Lynch, I think it is. Go through that with a nice back box in your car, nice exhaust. Sounds lovely. Window down and shoe down. You bop 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 on your way through it. That's probably the most depressing thing about having a diesel now, because the Beamer I have now is easily faster than any of the other cars I've ever owned, including the Mavic and stuff. But it sounds like shit when you put your foot down. It sounds like a big dirty transit van. Jacinta, she's very good professional street walking vehicle. Blowies. 75 cent. 75 cent a job. That's an expensive one for a Limerick gal now, that is. She must be saving for her mortgage. Look at that, some real money. Do you get that for like placing second to last in these ones? No, you don't. You need to gotta get gold in all of them. Damn. I wonder is there anything else I can just an extra cheeky little mod I can do. We're gonna have to do one for maybe handling. What are tires worth? They're standard tires. There's already sports tires on it. Huh. Did it come with sports tires? Can you buy cars secondhand in this game with sports tires? I did not know that. Or is it just like they're already purchased? Yeah, it's already sports tires on it. Huh. Did not know that. Oh, well, that's handy. Flywheel? I think I've already done the flywheel, Christopher. Oh no, I didn't. How did you? No, the racing flywheel didn't already, yeah. Bet you to it. Do we need a clutch? Higher power transmission by 2 clutch plates. Engine response also improved due to decrease in rotation, and shift times are also reduced. Slipping when the clutch plates meet. It's more handling. Oh shit, it's more handling that I need than anything. And I think the next weight loss like 4 grand, 5 grand. Yeah, no. Bit out of my range. Suspension. Probably wouldn't be a bad show. 3 grand. No, that's no good to me. What's a full model? Oh, is this the special ones that they do? You know, skyline there, yeah. Wow, that's a bit of an ugly body kit, I won't lie. I'm not gonna on that now at all. That's a bit too... It looks like a PlayStation 1. Doesn't it? It's a bit too crazy looking. I'm just gonna have a look on other. What else? We got weight reduction, that's the rigidity, and yeah, no, that's all that stuff is way out of my line. Clutch and transmission, or these. Limited slip diff. Did I put the chip in it? I didn't put the racing chip in it. We put a racing chip in it. More horsepower. Fuck it, it's grand. It'll do. I want to, like, you know, at least get all the trophies in the front wheel drive cup. That's kind of my goal here. So do I want to go Hong Kong or midfield? Go Hong Kong, because that was like my weaker of the two, I think. Oh, Tyler says NOS. That wouldn't be a terrible shout either. I think we might hit diminishing returns on our like speed though, you know, on the power. Put some wings on it, you can fly. Yeah, geez, I'm only short of doing that now at this stage. Well, Jacinta's taking us far though. I'm going to keep my try-hard view now for the meantime. Oh god, the taillights are trippy looking. I don't know, I'm just going to bully my way through there if you don't mind. It's a bit more responsive anyway. It's definitely willing to get up and go a lot easier. We'll jump as well. Barely missed that wall. I'm just gonna bully my way in there, yeah. I think that's the only way I'm gonna really be able to catch him, is just catch him under braking. Oh, this fucking hairpin should have went out wider. We're spinning wheels like a mad gun coming out of these corners. There's not really enough in the way of kind of straight lines for me to catch up though, even though I've got the power. Oh, I can actually hear the wind. Wow, that was the latest I was willing to brake there, and I absolutely caught him with that. Oh, 2 abreast is not ideal for this bit here. Oh, and the mighty Jacinta. Absolutely kissing the apex. This is what I'm happy with now. It doesn't even feel like a micro anymore. It genuinely feels like a sports car. Absolutely understeering like a mad bastard. Oh, this is too much fun. Oh god. This micro is so much putting a smile on my face right now. This is fun. This Hong Kong track is really growing on me. Oh, I forgot rid of that thing off the screen. There we go. There we go. Now if I can take this nice. There we go. That's as good as I could take that now. That's doing well. And we just still spinning wheels coming out of it. This yoke is not going to be able to keep front tires. If I ever do an endurance race and for some reason I pick this car, the tires are really not going to last. We're going left or I'm left. Shit. Oh, catching a bit of air. Oh, just, come on. Oh, can't even tell if I hit the wall there. Wow, that's a pretty smashing lap now or two. That was good. Proud of myself there. That was some decent driving. I'm just gonna have a little sconce at this replay here now, just for a laugh. The replay is gonna look a bit darker for us because for some reason I don't think the shader affects the replay, or the settings affects the replay. What's your opinion on Red Bull? It is grand. More of a monster man now myself. You should buy a second one and stick them together, double the speed, and just wear them like roller skates. On the mighty micro. It's actually hilarious looking at it in the replay. Oh, that's weird. The lights. You can see the lights through things. See that? Like the brake lights and the headlights, I can actually see them through. It's some weird graphical thing. It's just the sound out of it. Oh, it is. The mighty Jacinta showing him how it's done. We're one step closer to getting all the trophies on that front wheel drive cup, lads. It's like a baby VZR, yeah. So midfield, my nemesis, my worst enemy. It's the one I've been trying all feckin' night and just having no luck on, so here we go. Come on, Jacinta, don't let me down. Time to show them all how it's done. Wow, are the lines in the road floating? Weird. Whatever way that green car in front took off, it looked like it kind of clipped through the white line it was parked by. Right, so key to this, just be a bit braver than them and brake a lot later than them. Trying to thread the needle there, didn't work. Or just fucking bully me way, yeah, that'll do. Hey listen, if it works, it works, right? You can't be looking at me like that. We're going up against a Golf though, I have a bit more confidence in that. We have a Golf and what's that, Ford Puma or something on front, I think? Swing it around the outside. Don't force it, be patient. There we go. Yeah, we got the torque, we got the acceleration. A bit wider than I'd like, but yeah, there we go, first place. Now, all I have to do is not fuck this up and we're good. Just give it a light lift there and no, don't. Oh god. There's a much better way to take that bend and I just haven't nailed it properly yet. Oh no, I'm fucking it up. I'm fucking it up. Currently fucking it up. Stop fucking it up. Right, I have a lap to take it back. I'm coming for that booty, Mr. Golf. We're actually gaining on it. Go on, the mighty Jacinta. We go for a risky overtake. Yeah, fuck it, we will. Go on, Jacinta, show him how it's done. Yeah, dig your nose in. That's it. See, those bends are fucking great for this car. As like it does get a bit light when you kind of come over the brow of the hill and head down, but it's actually once you're brave enough, you can maneuver the car a little bit more with that. I can be a little bit braver into this bend coming up than I have been before, because that's just going to carry me out wide, which is ideal for coming back in on that. There we go. Now these bends, you all need to cross your fingers for me now that I can actually make it through these series of bends without fucking messing up. Absolutely just stayed lifted. Okay, that's much better. Not the quickest line, but it was a safer line. I'm just trying to like use the least amount of steering input as possible so I don't lose any speed. Oh, that was a bit shit on that bend, but I think we got away with it. We did. Go on, the mighty Jacinta. And my dog farted in victory and now it stinks. Fucking hell. That's not the victory I wanted to get. Fucking dog. Dog farts are so pungent. There we go. That's what I call a fucking race. See how much more fun it looks once you get the car up to a bit of speed. You know, you modify it and they actually get the road passing you by a little bit quicker. Makes it much more fun to drive it. It probably looks as painfully slow as it did to start for you lot, but when you're kind of in the thick of it, it feels a lot faster. So let's see what car we won. A Mazda 6. They're not a terrible looking car. They're really cheap, as you can always get one of them on Done Deal for next to no money. Not necessarily that concept one, but you know, a similar looking one. But that's not too bad. Not too bad of a car now at all. What horsepower is that? So the mighty Micra has taken its fare. It's gotten us 2 cups. Granted, we've spent like 5 times its value just tuning it up, but it's come into its own now. Let's have a look at the Let's have a look at our garage here now, and what we've going. Mazda 6, 178 horsepower, that's not terrible. So we'll jump in and take it for a spin. What is it? Is that front wheel drive or rear wheel drive? I didn't even check, it's probably front wheel drive. Where does it say? It doesn't. Weird. Thought it would have said it there. We'll see. We'll try enter a race with it and we'll see. Yeah, it is a front wheel drive. Oh no, maybe it's an all wheel drive. Well, it's not a mid range. How can it be none of these? It's a front wheel drive. FF cars only. Rear wheel drive. FR cars only. 4-wheel drive. Is this car 1-wheel drive? Or is it 5-wheel drive? What's going on here? Somebody please explain this to me. I just don't get it. Spider and Roadster? Convertibles only? Is it a sports truck? No, it's not a sports truck. Oh my god. It's concept car. Oh, it's concept car, so no drive specified. Ah, fair enough. That makes sense. What's the point in winning if you can't race it though? Ah, well, I'm happy enough with that. It's, yeah, it's the front left and the back right is the only 2 wheels with drive on them. It's just really bizarre. Oh god. Oh, I think I'm going to leave that game here. Hold on, and I flick back. I think I've done enough damage on that for tonight. I'll fix me mic here now. Oh, there we go. Assume a normal fucking sitting position here. How long have I been going for? I can't even see. The thing is like... no, that's me watch time. I can't even tell you. Oh, I'm sure there's me thing on the wrong screen. I changed up my stream layout, so I couldn't even tell you how long I've been going for. I've been going for a few hours yet anyway. It's a... You guys will probably be able to tell me in chat. Oh, big stretch. Oh, can I get a knuckle crack on the mic? No, I can't. What about a neck crack? No, that really didn't come through. It's a shame. 2 hours. Really? I've been going longer than that. I think I started this, what, 20 past 10? 20 past 11? 12? 1? About 3 hours. Close to 3 hours, yeah. Not too bad. So how are you going, lads? Are you well? GTA 4 100% Let's Play series. God no. God no, GT4, sorry, not GTA. No, it definitely wouldn't. That would take a year. It really would. That'd be a painful experience. I'd certainly do a few races on it and all that. I'll probably come back to this game again because it's actually a lot of fun to just play now late night fucking stream or whatever. But I'll probably come back to it all right, and certainly let's see how far Jacinta can go in life. But no, I wouldn't dare try 100% it. Make the micro green for the Mr. Bean effect. I could. I don't think can you paint cars in this game? I've never actually looked, or at least if I did, you know, I can't remember now. 3 hours of fun time for me and your chat and stream. Yeah, the concurrents have been decent. Y'all been sticking around all this time. As best it could be. Big green equals sky. I think your dog farted here. It's possible. His farts are fucking pungent. I don't know how he does it. And you know the way like dogs eat something dodgy, and they like for a few hours they'd leave off a few pungent farts. Wouldn't even be something dodgy, but just something they're not used to eating or whatever. And their farts would be pungent for a few hours. He can like space his farts out over a 24-hour period, so they're just all pungent. You know, he kind of holds onto him, rations his stinky farts over 24 hours, so he doesn't run out of awful farts. You'd think you'd have him kind of knocked out of his system after a couple of hours, but no. And the worst thing, he likes sleeping pretty much on top of my fucking head in the bed. Like as soon as the missus gets up and goes to work, he's straight up onto the bed there, and he's just trying to climb up my pillow and get in under me. And So he'd often like sleep with his arse directly next to my face, and he'd attempt to try fart into my open mouth. He's just relentless. Or there's times where I get up to check my phone, you know the way you like lean up on your elbow, and he'll immediately dart his head onto my pillow so I can't lie back down. He's a bollocks. Yo bro, I'm a big fan, says Doyler. Cheers lad, glad you enjoyed the videos. Tyler says, bet Sean can beat your dog. Not in a farting competition, I'd say. Sean only ever farted out in the open. Eric says, you need to get into iRacing. I looked into iRacing before, but I don't consider myself a good enough driver, and it's a lot of fucking money for a game, you know. It's a lot of money for a game, because it's like you'd need what, roughly minimum about 350 quid, because it's a subscription based game, so you're going to need about 350 quid just for your first fucking year playing it, like. And I wouldn't be able to give that much time to it. I'm a much more kind of casual racer, if you can call it that. Honestly, I think the make it green message should be a repeated message without being ever. So if I made the micro green, then Jacinta wouldn't make any sense anymore. What's for breakfast yourself? For me, I don't have breakfast, just coffee and a vape. That video where you talked about dog farts was fun. Oh yeah, the one about dogs. Can you believe I've been doing YouTube for like 5 years now? I was looking at one of my earliest uploads, and it was like 5 years ago. So fuck me, time flies. Granted, a lot of those, 3 of those years, I was actually working in retail at the same time, so it doesn't feel like that's when I started, but that's when it was 5 years ago. A set of Corsa goes on sale fairly often at £4. I already have a set of Corsa. I haven't played it online yet though. I've just been kind of racing against AI. I've been getting good against the AI, so I can at least compete reasonably well when I actually do play it online. But I've got to the point where I can rank fairly high when I'm playing the game, when it's on the opponent's strength is set to like 98%, so I'm getting better. With the little pen down. Hi Ducky, thanks for the stream. It helps cheer me up after a pretty crap day. Oh, glad to hear it, Matthew. Appreciate it. Oh, right lads, I think I'm going to wrap things up here. I haven't had it on long enough now. It's just getting a bit late for me to be talking too loud, so I'm going to go off. I'm going to have myself what do I want to eat? I don't know. Slice of toast or something. It's a bit late to be gorging on anything, but we'll see. Throw my feet up and take it easy for the evening. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll probably be streaming this again sometime in the near future, so keep your eyes out for that, and I will catch you lads and ladies in the next one.